Hello everyone and welcome to episode 22 of Wasteland 3. Interesting note, much earlier in our playthrough, Wasteland 3 would occasionally, on the first time try launching it, just sort of like hang and not actually progress, and it would also sort of like lock out the mouse, but we were able to find a way to resolve that. Then it just stopped happening for like weeks, and we just had the very next introduction of that particular bug. It's very odd, but we are in now, and let's go ahead and hit continue. Where we left off last time, we were going to go in and see Victory Buchanan, right? Yeah, because we already have Valor, this guy's Victory, and then the third of the Buchanan siblings is Liberty. And we are right at the door. I think that we've done everything that we needed to coming in. I'm just going to take one very quick pass to make sure that nobody needs any ammunition. Yeah, even Blah Blah is all set. And he chews up lots of ammo. Okay, yeah. Let's hit it. We are at the top of the ski lift. Sorry, we are in Aspen, Colorado, specifically at Little Hell, and we just entered this area after riding up the gondola, and we don't know exactly what's in here, but we have every reason to believe it is a boss fight. And a charnel house.
Ooh, someone new is here. Someone's in my fucking house. Oh, boys! Get 'em!
We can handle this, right?
Oh, we can handle this. Like, we're not worried about handling this. So, either there is no surprise round, or everybody rolled it, because we have access to everyone minus Kodiak, who, of course, is at the bottom of the building. That's a breather, not actually Vic Buchanan. And then we've got some folks up here. So, these guys over here all have a lot of armor. Now, Mia could run up and do some stunny stuff. I'm relatively certain that if Mia's stunned from here, we'd get maybe that other guy as well. However, let's take a quick look to see, do we have access to any ability to diminish that amount of armor? It looks like mostly the answer is no. However, we might be able to adjust that. So, yeah, let's bring Lucia up here. We're going to switch to Lucia's... Oh, awesome. She had a lucky move there. So we're going to go for Lucia's trick shot. 76%. I don't have a way to make that better necessarily, except to use a marked shot from Azaric. Okay, hold on. Before we do this, go back here. Azaric has... We don't want Azaric to just hang out here, right? We definitely want Azaric to have... There's many dudes over here. I suddenly would like to have Blah 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 make use of his rocket. So, yeah, let's have Azaric get all the way over behind this heavy cover. I know this draws him closer to certain enemies, but I'd rather that than to have him out in the open. And then what he can do with his final 2 points is mark this target. That's going to make it easier for Lucia to... Very cool. Lucky crit. I don't know what lucky crit means in that particular instance, like how that makes the marking better, but I'll take it. And now, Lucia's trick shot has even a higher chance. 91% chance. Please, Lucia, do land this shot. It is important to me. Straight into the couch. Okay, so we don't get to do that. Now we have the kind of unenviable... Yeah, what we'll do is just take a regular shot, and let's do it with a real gun, if we could. Okay, not nothing, and then we're gonna get her back behind cover. Okay, I don't think that we have anybody else who's gonna be knocking off armor. We do have Marshal Kwan, who, though very fragile, can blind people in the vicinity. I don't really see how that's helpful for what we might want to have Mia do. Can we set anybody to bleeding? Drienne does have a bleeding shot, Shredder shot specifically. Yeah, let's have Drienne. Yeah, light these guys up with some bleeding. That will actually help Mia significantly. So we're going to do Shredder shot. Not quite enough to hit 3 of them, but that's fine. Just completely missed this one, really. Okay, I would like to have Drienne back behind cover, so we'll probably draw them back here. I like, of course, Drienne to be in a fairly central location so that Drienne's leadership buff goes on to everybody. Mia now cannot, like, still a lot of armor to chew through, but I think the penetration on this is 27. Yeah, so actually this armor really doesn't help this guy at all. And we will come up here and do some murder. Yep, got that. Now, this person is not bleeding, nor does he have very much armor. I'm thinking that we'll probably just do a regular old sword strike. And actually, I'm changing my mind. I believe that the splash damage from Thundering Strike will hit either this guy or this guy. I don't actually know. We will find out together. And I'd rather do it on this guy because I don't want Fumer to light us on fire. Okay. Well, we still stunned him. I'll take that. And let's just go ahead and prepare. I want Mia to have lots of action points if we can for next round. Now, these guys are over here, and I have never seen a better opportunity to use Blobby Blah's rocket launcher. Also, you know what? I knew I was going to forget to do this. Hello to Blobby Blah, like actual Blobby Blah. Blobby Blah did get a new flamethrower, and I forgot to do any upgrades on it before this combat. This is not actually the boss fight, at least I don't think it is. So we will have another chance. But let's find the very best rocket launcher that Blobby Blah has. Because these guys are not going to be in... These guys are not going to be in flamethrower range. Yeah, Purifier. I'm pretty sure that is the flamethrower that I would have wanted to use. So that level 17 rocket might be the one that I was thinking of. Pretty sure it is, actually. We picked up several of them, so it's no great shakes, but it's still better than, like, the Law rocket that we've been carrying around. So, yes, do grab this Stinger rocket. We'll put that right there. Close. Blobby Blah is our resident. Oh, shoot, it's not loaded. Well, let's try to take care of that. It's going to cost 4 APs to load. Blobby Blah may not... Yeah, Blobby Blah may not be able to do anything very much on this round, rather. Let's have Blobby Blah change back to his heavy machine gun, and we will set up an ambush strike. Okay, Marshal Quan. So, with Marshal Quan, we've really got a problem. He is extremely good at dealing damage and very, very bad at taking damage. Wow. Okay, so let's run up here. And we're doing all that distance and not having him in cover because, among other things, he doesn't... we now get a free attack, and I think that our free attack would best be served on this guy who doesn't really have very much armor. And then, let's see how much it would be. Yeah, smoke grenade is not great. I don't want to throw a smoke grenade, I want to throw a regular grenade. If we shoot him, that leaves him with 3 action points. To run back here would be 3 action points, so yeah, go ahead and lay down another shot. Awesome. Gets a murder, and now we're going to bring him back behind some cover. And it turns out, yeah, we don't quite have enough to do any sort of hack robot. Yeah, we don't really have any robots to do any here. Let's set him up with, he is behind high cover, but I still want to defend, because these guys are going to be able to close in on him. Nice! Blobby Blah really messed that guy up. Don't hit twice. Oof. I don't really know why Provost got to wait outside. I also would have liked to have been outside, I think. Yeah, not having Blobby Blah's rocket or flamethrower equipped and like upgraded is absolutely on me. I had it like a bookmark in my head that that's the one thing that I hadn't done yet, and then still didn't get it done. So Bleeding Strike, I feel like. Yeah, let's do Bleeding Strike on this guy, which now guarantees us a critical hit with Mia's engine block as soon as I can switch out to it. Kabong! Have there been any enemies that Mia has hit with the sledgehammer so far that has not caused them to explode? I sure hope not. I mean, this guy's not going to explode because we're not going to do enough damage, but that seems to be the death animation for this particular weapon. Okay. Azric took a ton of damage, but that was then avenged by Clone. So Azric could probably do a pretty good job of shooting this guy, but a better job of shooting this guy, and an even better job yet of shooting this guy. So I actually want Azric then to do an ambush shot, because since Azric usually kills what he hits, that is our way forward. I'm thinking that I would like Drienne to use a medic pack on Azric, although he's far back. Yeah, that was a ton of damage healed. And now, there's not actually a lot that Drienne can do except to make sure that their buff bonus is shared far and wide. So we're going to get Drienne up here into the middle of the room, and then defend, since technically this burning fellow does have flanking rights on Drienne. So we will defend. Okay. Now, Blobbity can do a lot more than he could before, because now he does have access to that rocket. I don't know what size explosion it is, so let's see if we can find out. Oh, look at that! Yeah, that's great. Now, before, let's just take a quick look. I don't see any explosive barrels. Yeah, so Blobbity can't hit the 4 guys that he wanted to hit before, but he can hit 3 of them, which is no bad deal. Let's shoot this. First rocket that we've ever shot in the game. Wait, what's this? Nuke Strike. Charge up this ability with each successful attack. Well, we can't do it yet, but we are going to shoot one of these rockets. Yes, that works extremely well. Thank you to Blobbity. And Blobbity, actually, his turn is mostly done. I don't know what else he would do, except maybe reload his rocket so that that's ready for later on. And then he will save that last point. Okay, so Marshal Quan, who was in a fair amount of danger before, is now in no danger. I would bet hard cash that Azric is going to kill this breather. I don't think this breather is going to get to do anything on his turn. Azric has him dead to rights. Or her, whatever. So I would like Marshal Quan to hopefully come up here. Yeah, this is the great thing about his Stormer ability, that the free attack that we get. So let's see if we can set it up so that this breather is not breathing by the end of his fire damage next turn. Or even this turn. That also works. That was a free strike. And it turns out, yeah, he's actually still got all of his action points. So we can at least fire once and maybe even twice on this guy. Once more. And then, yeah. Or, yeah, we might actually move him further back still, but let's find out. Let's fire on Fumer. Oh, man. Oh, gosh, do I want to just stay here and, like, finish that fight? But let's get him behind some cover. And if it's going to be fire, let's do heavy cover. And last but not least, Lucia, who managed to biff a 90-plus shot, 91% shot. This person is dead. This person is slightly out of range. We can get into range. Yeah, I would like Lucia to have access to her very best shot, if we can. Okay. Perfect. And then, let's just have Lucia. We're not going to spend that precision strike yet. We are going to set Lucia up to do an ambush.
The shot.
Yeah, good night. The only thing that would have been cooler is if Azric had gotten to kill both of them, but I really wanted to charge up Lucia's shot. So, let's get to looting. That combat went extraordinarily well. Hello to Harmonious Crow, who drags her tired body into chat and throws herself onto the couch. Aside from being very tired, I hope that you had a great Monday. Hopefully a nice holiday yesterday. Didn't go well for a lot of people, but usually we like to focus on relaxing and not focusing too much on the events of the day. But yeah, Harmonious Crow says the day was gone. The day was fine. The night was not so good. So Harmonious Crow, I did have one question, because when we raided over to Puppery, you and she got into a conversation, and I did have one follow-up question that wasn't covered. It's just a point of curiosity. When you were in Germany, was that for your military service or your husband's, or both, for that matter? Because I saw that was a piece of information in chat, and I'm always cognizant of, like, I want people to feel like they can hang out in chat and not feel like they have to be the center of attention. Like, they can just enjoy the game. But I thought that was just really interesting that, you know, some of the details that you shared about where you grew up and where you live now, and the fact that you lived in Germany for a few years. And I was just had that one additional conversation. My husband's military service. Okay. It was interesting either way. But I realized that as the conversation went through, I wasn't sure which one of you had been in the service. Okay, so this is... Oh, and also, like, I think that you'll find a lot of things in common with other members of the community, like Jody K. You know, we love it when Jody K is... What is happening? Hold on, why is this... Hold on, stop. Why is the camera suddenly following Mia? What did I do? Why is it following the mouse cursor? Hold on, I've done something I really did not mean to do. Return to game? Okay. No, it's still doing it. I mean, this is cool for wandering the world, but I don't know how to turn this off. Let me try switching to somebody else. What is happening? Okay, sorry everybody. This feels like a mode, like follow the cursor mode, like it's Diablo, except I don't know what I might have done to turn that on. So let's see if we can get out to the menu. We're going to go to options. We will go to controls. Submit, pan, push to talk. Oh, that's interesting if there's like a multiplayer mode. We've got some quick bar stuff. Switch weapons, perk visibility, rotate, reset, zoom in. Snap camera to squad is the home key. That's not quite the same thing. Crouch, attributes, journal, fame and reputation. Oh, cool. Like, there's little shortcuts for ambush, defend, and prepare. I would always live in fear of hitting the wrong one. Compare items, precision strike, chat, horn. Toggle inventory filter. I didn't know there was an inventory filter. I've spent 21 episodes saying that I want an inventory filter. Let's check this out in our inventory. Toggle group mode, add to group. That's not... None of those are what's happening right now. This is like, it locks the camera onto the character. Only Mia is moving, even though it's like all users mode. And... Okay, so what I'm going to do next is go out... Hold on. Let's save it. It's real-time troubleshooting. Let's go out to the main menu. And then we'll reload. Oh, very nice. Crow is saying that her husband is had 17 years as a U.S. Army combat medic. She was also in the service, but elsewhere. Perhaps... Then Crow is saying perhaps the story is focused more on Mia. So, Crow, if this is your first encounter with our playthrough of Wasteland 3, most of the characters are based on friends in chat, and very specifically friends that were part of the very first episodes, the very first season of Wildermyth that we did, which was an altogether different party-based RPG. So Mia is obviously based on more than a Mia. Blobbly is in chat right now. He serves as our explosives and heavy weapons expert. Mia is our melee combat expert and sort of like primary tank. Azaric is our lead sniper. Drienne Levode is our combat medic and also the leader. So Drienne gives a lot of like buffs to nearby allies, like lots of buffs, like buffs to hit, buffs to crit, is like a very, very good medic. I do hope the game loads because this is a suspiciously long time. And then, why do I feel like I'm missing one person? No, I'm not. That's the party. And then we've got 2 story-based NPCs that are in the game as well, and they are Lucia Wesson, who is a member of the 100 Families faction, and a crack shot with a pistol most of the time, and also Marshall Kwan, who is a former member of the Marshals, which is a different law enforcement group, and this definitely does appear to have crashed. Okay, so this is fun. Give me a quick second. What we'll do is end the game. Yes. End task. Okay. And now we're going to reload. Sorry, everybody, for the black screen, but we'll see if we can jump back in and pick up right where we left off. Blah 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 says, since I come from a family of priests, some members of my greater family are battle priests. And Crow is saying this is my first encounter with Wasteland, full stop. So that's another thing. Okay, and now it's not in full screen. This is weird. I just toggled it back into full screen. We should have a picture on stream for you guys in just a second. Never previously had this degree of technical problems. Okay, picture's back up. Let's hit continue. So, since Crow says that this is her first encounter with... she also says she broke it, sorry. Since this is your first encounter with Wasteland, Wasteland 3 is a great jumping on point for the series. Okay, so this is how locomotion usually works. I don't know why it was working differently earlier. We looted the bodies. Let's go ahead and loot the ammo boxes and such. Oh, and sorry, Mia also has an entourage that have come with her. It is Polly, the foul-mouthed parrot. We have Major Tomcat, who I can't zoom in much closer than this, but hopefully it's clear enough on screen that Major Tomcat is a cat who wears a cowboy hat. And is also like an honorary desert ranger, which is, by the way, our faction. And then we also have Party Pal, who is a robot that is sort of very R2D2-ish, in that Party Pal does not speak, but makes its beliefs known through a series of beeps and boops, and also heals everybody in the crew. No hidden jetpacks that we found so far. I've never played a Wasteland game. I've known of the series. This is the only game that I've played, and although there do appear to be some allusions to previous games, none of them seem critical enough. Now, we're going to go in here, and based on the call that we heard from inside, I think that we're going to interact with Private or Sergeant Woodson, who has been talking to us on the radio and trying to guide us in. Hello, Riley Woodson.
You made it. Hoped you would.
Crow is asking, it's a bit like XCOM. The combat is very XCOM-ish, especially in the way that it handles low and high cover, and the action point system is rather different than the 2 actions that you get in XCOM, but it's much more flexible, so I like it a great deal.
I stand to shake your hands, but around 2 days ago, I missed a call because I was in the can. When I got back, they nailed my feet to the floor.
Okay, we're not going to be funny about it. How? Usually I do like to listen, but let's listen.
Every time I close my eyes, I can see the damn things. Probably no bigger than my pinky, but they feel like tent spikes. It's not the worst part. They were laughing when they did it, like kids playing a game. Get me out of this, Rangers! Get these goddamn nails out of me!
And hello to Grumpy. Okay, so Drienne is our first aid, so, sorry, our medic. So because they have a very high first aid score, we have some medical training. Let's get you fixed up. Woodson eases back from the desk to give you room to work. You numb the wounds, extract the nails, give him shots of antibiotics, and bandage his swollen, bloody feet. Did he say this was yesterday or a week ago? Because, like, I would be very concerned that gangrene would set in.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, Let me give you a situation report before I pass the fuck out. Vic, the Patriarch's son, is in the Patriarch's wing, doing God knows what. Rangers, I can't say this enough. As bad as his guys are, Vic is worse. Much worse.
Again, I really feel like this is almost making light of what happened to him. Like, oh, worse than nails on the feet. So we're going to go with he's just a man, because I do feel like we're going to kill him a lot.
Maybe. But you take a look around this place and tell me if you still feel that way an hour from now. I heard Ash, it's one of Vic's inner circle, saying he had the key to the Patriarch's wing. He's in some kind of security control room, not far down the hall. More importantly, Vic has hostages. Killed most of them, but 2 from my team are being tortured, and so are 3 from the 100 families. I don't know their exact locations, but I strongly suggest you try to find those 5 hostages before taking on Vic himself.
Okay, 5 hostages. I definitely want to remember this, because I do want to save everybody that we can. What do you know about the 100 families hostages? So, there's various factions in the world that you can make friends with or not, and we're not on the best of terms with the 100 families, but that doesn't mean that I want to leave them to be, like, torn apart by these cannibals and psychopaths.
He's a male, part of the Ward family, and 2 sisters, part of the Reed family. Can't really say much more. Even before the nails, they kept me locked down.
You mentioned the rest of your ranger team is being held too. Where are they?
Overall, I'm not sure. I know they took Giuseppe to a science lab. They have her working with someone named The Gift. It sounds like that big brain of hers is keeping her safe. I have no idea where they took Laloka and Rook. The guards in the lobby kept joking about how lucky I was compared to what Vic was planning for the 2 of them. I really hope they're okay. What a fucking mess.
Tell us more about Vic's people. And Grumpy is saying that it's already 81 today. It's supposed to be, I think, fortunately, pretty moderate where we are today, but it might get very humid. So if I pause at some point to turn on the air conditioner, that'll be what that's about. Oh boy, Crow is so tired. I will say this, Crow, if you wind up like nodding off while watching this, no offense taken. There's been many people who say that just hanging out and having something running in the background makes it easier to focus on work or even get some sleep. So very, very much, you know, just thank you for being here. Tell us more about Vic's people.
The Breathers. They never talk to me, but they look tough. I'm not sure what they want or why they're working for Vic.
Tell us about yourself. It seems a little odd for a get-to-know-you session, but...
Well, you probably know my brother, General Woodson. Wade. Spent a lot of time helping him, and I never got any field experience. That was the point of coming to Colorado. Looks like I got it, huh? More than I can handle. Wade's gonna laugh and laugh.
I don't like the your brother drove you to this, rather. It feels like a very leading question, so we're just gonna pipe down.
Spent a lot of time behind the radio giving orders. Never getting them. Never seeing what the world was like outside my brother's shadow. Have to say, I miss those days now. To think I used to worry about losing my shit in a fight.
Okay, so this doesn't seem flippant. Then you got your feet nailed to the floor and still managed to call for help. Yeah, this guy had his feet nailed to the floor and still knowing what worse they could do to him, like take 9 of his fingers. He doesn't need a lot of them to dial, to turn dials on the radio. Even knowing that danger, he still put himself at risk to try to save himself and others.
Yeah, and it feels good.
We'll be back. Get some rest.
Yeah, I'll try. Fuck it.
But yeah, hello to Grumpy. I hope that you had a nice holiday yesterday. Hopefully, time off from work or whatever. In addition to being our just in your locked chest, you want to keep your important items like the ammo, flamethrower fuel, dollars, and teeth. In addition to being our lead sniper, Azaric is also our master lockpicker, and he is a master of, let me just make sure that I say this correctly. We'll just bounce over to Azaric and take a look at his skills. Sneaky shit. Which basically means that he can, like, disable security systems and stuff like that. But let's go to Mia. Yeah, Mia has leveled up, which is great, because now we're going to be able to level up her compatriots. Okay. We've leveled up Mia's coordination all the way. I do like awareness just because it gives her even higher hit chance, but it's also mainly like a range damage bonus, I feel like. We could go here to get more skill points. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get more skill points for Mia. It's late in the game, but now that we are building out Mia's animal companions, I feel like that's going to be very helpful. And on that note, so we're going to move Mia's animal companions up from 20% to 25%. That'll also unlock a new perk, which I'm just curious what it is. Your beast ally brings something primal and pure in you. Sounds good. And that is everything for Mia. Now, not everybody are we spending their points on, because not everybody has something that we want to spend on. Drienne is ready to go, so as we can see here, Drienne's charisma is maxed out. Let's take luck next, because that's going to give Drienne an extra point of penetration to get through enemy armor. Hold on. Actually, I did want that awareness. Yeah, we're going to undo that. I wanted to get up to awareness, because right now the hit chance is +9, but even that plus 12%, and the range damage bonus, yeah. I'm going to lock that one in. Okay, skills. As we can see, Drienne is all the way up in first aid. I would love to bring their leadership up. Do we care about doing bartering right now? I feel like we've got lots of cash. There's no other perks that we're trying to save up for. I might save for that next point of leadership buff. Yeah, we're gonna do that, because otherwise, like, if we spend it now, we can't get anything next round, next level up. And for perks, so we had talked previously, I think that picking up the Deep Pockets perk for Drienne so that they get an extra quick slot for doing medical stuff is a great idea. That said, yeah, the only other one that I'd want is emergency response that lets them, like, move faster when somebody gets knocked down, but that is less important, I think, than having a variety of healing items at the ready. Okay, Marshal Quan is also leveled up. Grumpy said that the Highland Park shooting happened 2 towns north of him. I am very glad that unless there's a real shocking revelation coming as part of this Twitch chat, I'm very, very glad that you and your family are okay. So I don't know that... Whoops, I'm knocking the microphone. I don't think that I have anything that can say about this. I will underscore something that I've said in the past, and something that might be... It might sort of expose to people who don't live in the United States and don't know what this is like. I will only share, as an American citizen, I feel like I am currently living in a state where there is no action I can take or fail to take that would keep me safe from some sort of mass shooting. It's not that I believe that one is going to happen wherever I happen to go. It is simply that there's nothing I can do about it. I will continue to go to the grocery store every time we need groceries. I will continue to go to and from work. I will continue to, go to the dry cleaner and other things that need to be done as a daily thing. But if one day I am no longer here because I went someplace and 8 people get shot at some random place that I happen to be at that time, I will encourage and request that the people who knew me in life absolutely politicize that, and that you tell people Angel died in a country that he cares about, where he refused to carry a firearm in order to quote-unquote feel safe, under the understanding that that would not help him in a situation where there was an active shooter situation going on, and that he refused to believe that this country can only be made safe by the further proliferation of firearms. And my request is that if my death is to mean anything, it is that there must be some action taken at a legislative level to put an end to these mass shootings. And as a model for what can be done, I would recommend taking a look at every other westernized country on planet Earth. And that is all that I can say about that. So Grumpy, I'm very happy that you and your family are okay, and will continue to be okay. And aside from that, no one, like, people are not coming to this Wasteland 3 stream to hear about me opine about current events, so we will go on and continue to hopefully give people some respite from the events of the world outside. But no, believe me, we're very much aware that the world outside exists and that these things are occurring. Let's level up Marshal Kwan's intelligence here. Blah 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 is saying, here when we read about these stories we just cannot believe. Yeah, blah 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 lives in unless there's an announcement, it's still in Slovakia. Yes, actually it's the very next line. In Slovakia, if somebody even shoots a weapon outside, not even with hurting anybody, the media is all over it. What a horrible thing happened. I cannot imagine. Blah 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 living in the situation, I cannot imagine it. It is very difficult to wrap your mind around, and I only bring it up here and there sparingly because I do want people to know that we're not just like, la la la, video games are fun, and like closing our eyes off to what's happening in the outside world. However, going on at significant length on a video gameplay stream that people came to see Wasteland 3, and this is directed, like, everything I'm saying here is directed at me. I want to, like, explain to people, no, super aware of what's happening outside. But here's another example. I very much like the television series Supernatural. I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed it all the way through. I didn't quite finish watching the series, but I really liked it. However, every once in a while, Supernatural would make what I would deem to be it would take an overtly political stance. And even though, as far as I can remember, I would have agreed with the political stances evinced by the creators and the cast of Supernatural 100% of the time, I always felt it was rather off because I'm watching this show about supernatural demon hunters to sort of like take a break from all that. So I was always like, okay, well, I mean, I agree with you, but maybe we could like hunt fictional bad guys for a while. So that's all. And now we will continue. Harmonious Crow says, I'm from Africa, so guns are everywhere, but even there, mass shootings are rare. Yeah, there is no one, if I was to close out on one thought, there is no one action or piece of legislation that will solve this. That is no reason not to start somewhere. So, anyway, so Marshal Kwan has some... Hold on. I wanted to actually hit confirm. Skills. Marshal Kwan, we have only very recently been leveling up in nerd stuff so that he can hack computers and robots and stuff. So we are going to continue down that road. And how quickly he's like shot up here. Like, I know that we've been leveling up his intelligence, but this is brand new. This is like a couple episodes ago we even started going down that path, and now he's almost maxed it out. And Lucia. So here's the trouble with Lucia. Lucia continues to get action skill points, and I don't have any idea what I would want to spend them on. I think that I have to come to grips with the fact that we can't really have Lucia like double specialize into something. Like, I think even Azaric is starting to do weird science now. Yeah. Oh, and actually, why have I not spent his points on this? Yeah. Weird science. That's what we're leveling up with him. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. And here's the trouble with, like, Azaric. Yeah, like, we want to save his perk point until we can get, like, microwave research, which is going to cause energy weapons to do extra damage to heavily armored targets. So we're not going to spend his perk point just yet. But for Lucia, so Lucia has, like, 7 points, and that's certainly enough to begin investing in something. So I have to say, I think that maybe the next option would be for her Animal Whisperer. Mia already has Animal Whisperer, but in terms of like secondaries that we might pick up for Lucia, what I like about Animal Whisperer is that she could then have her own animal companion that would also do more damage, and it would unlock this spirit animal perk. Is there anything else we might even conceivably want for her? Toaster Repair. Toaster Repair is the only other one, and it feels so stupid this late in the game. You know what? You know what would be the only other thing? Does leadership stack? I'm actually going to look that up, because if leadership stacks, that seems incredibly broken. So that's why I've always assumed that it doesn't. But excuse a few moments of silence here from the game. Wasteland 3, does leadership stack, is actually an autofill in this. So the question that somebody asked on steamcommunity.com, does the leadership aim bonus stack? And the answer is, somebody said, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. And then Snuggleform says, yeah, after loading some screens, it no longer shows 2 of the buffs, just the stronger one. Must be spaghetti code when it shows 2 of them. So yeah. Let me just take a look. There was also a question on the developers' own forums. And the answer appears to be no. I'm just taking a quick look because some of these are very, very old. Oh, wait. You know what? This is Wasteland 2. Sorry. I was like, man, those are some really, really old threads. I would like to... Okay, this thread is too long, so let me just do a quick search for leadership. Sorry to, like, drag this stream to a halt, but it's important that I don't waste these points. Yeah. Works well with sneaky shit. Got it. Nice combat bonus. Doesn't... Okay. So it says here in this thread from 2021, it doesn't hurt to have multiple leaders because their proceed buffs stack. That is so weird. Sorry, I just have such a hard time believing that that buff stacks, that any of them stack. Okay, I don't know that I want to do this. This feels like I'm really gambling with points. So, here, we're down to 2 options for Lucia. Toaster Repair or Animal Whisperer. I do feel like I want to get Animal Whisperer. Yeah, we're going to take Animal Whisperer for her, because I don't have any other thing to do with her, all of her points. And that will also unlock 2 brand new perks. Animal Companions gain bonus con and damage, which I already really like. Animal Companions provide you with better passive bonuses. So... sure, why don't we grab that? Now, Lucia does not have an animal companion. We're going to have to go find her one, but I think that we did see some even on the way into this map. Crow says, games! Nerd stuff, haha, I like that. So it's got kills kind of like Fallout. Yes, and many people make the comparison to Fallout, which is apt because Wasteland is the progenitor of the Fallout series. As I understand it, and this is something that's come up on a few different... Oops, hold on. I didn't see this medical crate. Ultramorphine. It's the drug that causes you to bleed internally after you take it, which is why we're not probably going to do too much of that. So we cannot lockpick the fireplace. Yeah, Wasteland came first, then the rights sort of went into limbo, so some of the people that made Wasteland...
someone's alive in that room to the left.
Really seems like something Azric should have said, since he has the higher perception rolls, but I'll go with it. The people who wanted to, like, make more games like Wasteland made the original Fallout games, and now we have both. We live in a world with both Wasteland and Fallout, which I am okay with. The board reads, welcome to Aspen. We've got an intercom, or we can just pick the lock. I really feel like we are not going to announce ourselves. We are rather going to... Oh, wait. Let's take a look at Blobbly Blah's flamethrower and... rocket launcher. So where's the flamethrower? Oh, wait, and also F to filter? Oh, that only goes along the top. Okay, well that's great. It doesn't filter more than that, which is what I was hoping for. Cold Comfort, the pump shotgun. Is that better for Drienne? Well, it's like an energy shotgun. Well, it's an energy shotgun. Okay. Well, let's go back to blah, blah, blah. So, we have a new flamethrower for blah, blah, blah. Some damn place. Purifier. Here it is. Level 19. Let's slot that in for a second. I want to see what the firing arc is like on it. But yes, it does very much have perks and skills similar to Fallout. Rather than... like, every Fallout game has, like, a little bit different implementation of this. In this game, you get 1 attribute point every time you level up. You get 4 skill points, I believe. I believe it's 4, plus however many points that you have into... No, the intelligence is a one-time bonus. I take that back. So if you take a point of intelligence, then on the taking of that, you get 1 additional skill point. But other than that, I believe it's 4 per level. And then every other level, you get a perk. And which perks are locked are directly related to which skills you've invested in, where at certain tiers you'll unlock additional perks. So that's a brief primer on how the intro works. On how the skill system works. Now, I want to take a look to see what the firing arc is like. Okay, good wide arc. That means that if I could do something on this, I'd love to extend the range. Let's not light everybody on fire, and instead go in here, and we're going to take a look at some weapon mods on the flamethrower. So as far as we've got underbarrel, magazine, and choke, nothing for scope, which would usually extend range. Cylinder choke would increase the angle some more. I'm not opposed to that, but I think that we can probably grab something more. And then an underbarrel that increases critical damage. I adore the idea of doing an energy damage flamethrower. Among other things, I sort of want to see what it would look like, and I think it's pretty cool, but it would also cause less damage to humans, so maybe not. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Okay, so let's take a look to see what we can craft. As always, insert complaints about the way that this filtering works here, because we've all heard it. Okay, so... just double checking. Yeah, no flamethrowers. No. We can't do like a... Right, no cold flamethrowers. No spraying liquid nitrogen on people. So, here's a cone angle for... a choke cone angle. Extended mag is like a lower level one. Yes. So this is what I want. I want the choke that's going to increase range, and for that we need a full choke. So similar to Drienne, we can't actually do very much with this until we find somebody who sells a full choke. Instead... yeah, let's take a quick look for... no scopes, no barrels... max capacity mag. Yes, this is the next thing that I'd probably want. Let's craft one of these. The open cylinder choke increases cone angle. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that, but we've already got a nice wide angle. I want more... Okay, well, let's think about this. If we cut the range down by 3 meters, I think that's a very high percentage, but a higher cone angle? No, that doesn't help at all. I don't like that. Razor linkage. I love the fact that you can add a razor linkage to the flamethrower. How does that even work? But we can't actually craft it because we don't have enough scrap anyway, so we'll just skip past that. The red dot scope, no. Shortened barrel is not for the flamethrower. Okay, now we're getting into it. So I think that we do have the Spec Ops laser sight. I'm pretty sure that that's the one that we have. Increased critical damage. This can also go... So believe it or not, I do like the SWAT light on this because it increases the hit chance. We've all seen blah, blah, blah not strike everybody with the flamethrower. So the SWAT light is actually really nice, except I need a tactical light, and the tactical light requires an underbarrel light. Okay, I actually don't have any upgrades that I feel really great about this, with the sole exception of upgrading the magazine size. So that's going to take it from 2 to 4. That's a hell of an upgrade, so we're not going to have to level that up nearly as much. I guess the only other question is, can you do that with the rocket launcher? Because if blah 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 didn't have to reload that rocket launcher every single shot, that would be significant. I'm not sure how you can jam an extra magazine into that, but I'm willing to find out. Where's our Stinger? The Stinger is his new rocket launcher, yes? Am I remembering that correctly? I just want to make sure I don't level up a lower level one. Okay. Stinger. Throw that in there. Modify. So here we only have the scope and the underbarrel. So let's throw this Spec Ops laser sight on here on the off chance that blah 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 lands a critical hit with it. We want it to really count. And then... oh, well, hold on. Before we do this... converts to explosive damage. Hi everyone, we can upgrade our rocket launcher to do explosive damage. Oh, hey, this actually works out really well. The only thing that I'd want to do, I love increasing the crit chance. However, I'd like to see if we can do it more, because that's only a level 3 mod. So let's just cancel out of this. I like blah blah blah's new weapons. I don't think that we have the tier of upgrades that we would want. Oh, and for the benefit of Crow, this is what blah 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 usually looked like, but we've recently put on his helmet because it makes him look like Doom Guy. Hello to Kira Arios, who says, hello, recommended streamer. Happy Pet Remembrance Day. If you'd like to know more about this holiday, I do have info, though it's okay if you don't, since unlike others, this one is kind of self-explanatory. I had not known that it was Pet Remembrance Day, but I agree with you. I do feel like I have gotten the gist of it. If we were to remember a pet live on stream, I would run the risk of remembering the dog with whom we grew up. It is amazing that for all of the pets that we've had since then, the dog with whom we grew up, I play it so close to the chest with any sort of like personal information, but I can say that we mostly, although it wasn't his name, we mostly called him BP. I miss him to this day. Like like for all of the pets that we've had, all the pets that we've lost, all the pets that we opened our doors to and had, my hope would be warm, loving, happy lives. It is BP that comes to mind. Like, BP is the one that I will occasionally dream about. And it's... yeah, I don't want to get too deep into it because that gets awfully maudlin. But yeah, happy Pet Remembrance Day to everybody. Hello to Haseo. And Harmonious Crow is also saying that I've lost many beloved pets. I would submit that the operative word there is beloved. That you loved your pets and they loved you back. And as humans, we do tend to outlive the pets that we have, with the possible exception of like parrots live like a super duper long time, but many of the pets that we have we are going to outlive, and that is very, very sad. But we do get to remember them and focus on the fact that, fingers crossed, they had really good lives with us, and that's what I try to remember when we have to say goodbye to somebody. Okay, so yeah, so the only other thing is that I'd love to have a faster way to like pull out these weapons, because they don't really like... I kind of expect that I would like to have blah blah blah's flamethrower on, but which one of these dumb things is it? Okay, it's this one. Yeah, I would love to favorite this or like open up a third slot or something, but there we go. But yeah, hello and welcome to Kira Arios. And hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, do let me know. Okay, we're going to pick the lock. Or not. As you approach the sturdy security door, you're greeted by an unknown voice.
Hey y'all, I can hear you outside the door. Hello. My name's Ash. I guess I shouldn't tell you that. Anyway, Vic says you can't come in here.
I don't give a fuck what Vic says.
I get that, boss. I really do, but that ain't what I meant. When I said you can't come in, I meant that I got a kill switch in here. Yeah, if you barge in, I gotta kill all the hostages.
So it is Kira Arrows. So thank you for that. And Kira Arrows is saying, I hope you all have a lovely day. Well, I hope the same for you. Like, you're certainly welcome to hang out, but if you've got other things on the agenda, it was great to meet you, and I hope you also have a great day.
I'm sorry about that, but that's what Vic told me to do.
Well, he's a dead man anyway, from what I know about him. The fact that he would even be willing to kill the hostages does not speak well of his life expectancy. This always feels like such an anemic thing to say, but you don't, like, he very much doesn't have to do this. He can choose not to.
Yeah, I know, but you know how, like, you end up stuck in a bad situation, and the only way out is to keep doing the stuff you don't wanna? This is one of those things.
Well, thank you very much for the follow to Kira Eros, who does say that they want to continue to spread awareness of the holiday. Understood, and good luck on your journey.
Okay, see you.
Whoops.
Button. Oh, there it is.
Okay, so it feels very much like we don't want to go into this door. If I can't find any other solution, we might go in there to see if we can kill him before he can hit the kill switch. But before then, let's take a quick look around to see if we can come up with anything else.
Who sent you? Daddy? Or maybe you can tell me. Don't be shy.
All right, so we do have some patrols coming up. For the benefit of Crow, one of the many quality of life things, like, I have some feedback on how they could improve, like, some quality of life choices that they have in this game, but one of the very neat things is that when the party is selected...
Old portrait.
Okay, hold on, we'll just come back. When the party is selected, then it just automatically uses the correct person for that skill shot. Okay, that was awesome. Let's actually just reload since we can. And Azric, if you could do something similar on this guy. Oh, shit! Hold on. I didn't see there was another guy coming.
Knock yourselves out.
Yeah, so, like, if everybody's selected and you go to, like, pick a lock, it like Azric just steps up and does it. Like, you don't have to, like, micromanage which character you're selected to. It's a shared inventory, so you don't have to, like, move around things like his Baldur's Gate. It's got a lot of just, like, basic quality of life stuff that I really like. Okay. Yeah, so this is great for Azric, except for, like, being face to face with a bomb. Just bomb on legs. Marshal Quan, let's switch you to your energy weapon. And we're gonna move... Well, hold on. If Marshal Quan moves 5 squares, he gets a free attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And let's shoot. He's blinded, but he's also a bomb. He doesn't have to see very well in order to do what needs to be done. So let's shoot him one more time. I really feel like we can kill him before he goes off, because the other option would be an ambush strike, but I don't know if that would stop him from exploding if he goes to attack. Okay.
Is that?
That was very sloppy, but we were able to pull it out in the end. Melted capacitor, focusing crystal, and some other crafting and junk components. Picture, hold on, picture of the gift, a mission critical item. A picture shows a mother in a yellow dress with her 3 daughters. This means nothing to me, but the party seems to care about it. You found a picture of a middle-aged woman with 3 young girls, possibly her daughters. The picture does not look old enough to be pre-war, but it is covered in a layer of dust as if no one has looked at it in years. The women all seem content and healthy. They must have been fairly well off. So what are we thinking? That this is like more members of the Buchanan family? Oh, and usually, by the way, we usually lead with Azric in unknown situations because Azric has a very, very high perception, and that allows him to... Okay. So, hold on. The thing that we found was called the gift, and also there's... Is this a person in a wheelchair? It looks like it. So wait, what did we just find then? Picture of the gift. Okay, so now we know the gift is a person. Probably something mentioned in dialogue before that I did not pick up on. This doesn't appear to be the kill room that was back here, so I do feel like we can go in and maybe talk to the gift. The woman in the heavy wheelchair looks at you, then looks at the green-skinned woman in a ranger uniform beside her. Her guards glare at you, but are clearly awaiting her signal.
They look like you. Sound like you. Do you know them?
Yes, Gift. I know them. They don't want to hurt anyone. They want to help.
Pizeppi's eyes are focused on you, and she mouths, "Stay calm." This is somebody that Woodson just talked to us about. We didn't know Pizeppi earlier than that, but apparently this is a member of Woodson's squad.
Is that so? So, Rangers, you've killed many of my breathers on your way here. You want to help? Let's start by ending the killing, then.
Just immediately fight. Let's keep our attention on the gift, because I feel like Pizeppi probably... It feels like Pizeppi has a good handle on this situation, in that we're having a conversation instead of just killing each other. That seems to be Pizeppi's work. So let's focus on the gift. The breathers attacked us. I don't like the exclamation point. I would rather just say it, but...
My breathers don't live in the same reality you do, Rangers. They move in and out of the dream. Victory guides them. And he guided them to kill intruders. So, introductions? I am the gift. I make the gases that enable my breathers to live in the dream. But it was Victory that first showed us the dream. It is his guidance that shows us the path through it. But I do not approve of all this killing. Why bring death into the dream? And not all you outsiders are that bad. Pizeppi here has been a real help. So, let's talk, yes?
Okay, we're here to deal with the Patriarch's son one way or the other. For anybody catching up, the Patriarch is Saul Buchanan. He's the dude who's sort of in charge of this region of post-apocalyptic Colorado. And Victory, Valor, and Liberty are his 3 kids. So we're here to deal with one of them. We're here to deal with the Patriarch's son one way or the other. You have one of our people. We're taking her back. We don't know enough yet to trust you, but we can talk. Let's start with, let's just talk.
There's wisdom in seeking knowledge. Let's talk more then. Your friend will stay with us to ensure everyone stays on their best behavior. So, you must have questions.
As she awaits your questions, you realize something. The gift is wearing the dress of the woman in the picture that you found in the memorial hall. Wow, there's a lot here. Okay, so we need to talk about Victory. Show her the family picture. I feel like we'd rather work up to that. Now, Mia has a very high mechanics score, so she can say, your chair is impressive. Is it powered? It looks like it'd be very difficult to get around if it wasn't. Also, I'm not sure how I feel just socially about just immediately going like, so, wheelchair, huh? Let's ask about the breathers. She cares about the breathers. We'll turn the conversation towards something that she cares about. Can we ask you some things about the breathers?
Your curiosity speaks well of you. Ask.
they seem pretty violent.
Distressing. There is no violence in the dream. But when they're in there, they're pliable, suggestible, like children. I have always trusted Victory to guide them well.
Why? Given all the killing? Okay. How does Victory guide the breathers?
Suggestion. My breathers are not entirely here. They see the world differently. Victory understands as he's seen the same world. So he can suggest truths they would otherwise not see.
Hello to Borlak. Borlak, I hope you're having a great Tuesday so far. Are you breathing the same gas?
This? No. I need to remain in reality, to guide others into the dream. This is for the pain.
Okay, let's change the topic.
Yes, let's.
All right. At this point, I don't feel like this is the sort of thing I'd ever say in real life, but I do like taking advantage of any skill checks that we can pass successfully. The chair is impressive. Is it powered?
Yes. Victory Buchanan gave it to me. Strong. Reliable. It lets me move. Broken as I am.
By the way, Borlak, thank you very much for the photographs of your setup. As I said in the exchange that we had on Discord, it's really impressive, not only like how it looks externally, but all the work that must have gone into getting everything set up and wired in the way that you have it. If anybody here has not checked out Borlak's streams, take a look sometime, because he does have some cameras that show off his monitor setup, and it is elaborate and very, very well constructed. This seems even weirder, though. Can we take a closer look at the chair? It is the dialogue option that we unlocked, which makes me want to do it, but boy, does it feel weird to say this.
Once. Yes.
You examine the chair, instinct tickling at the back of your mind. The overly powerful battery is one clue. You kneel down for a closer look. Tucked beneath the gift's seat is a nest of innocent wires. There's a small black rectangle that is almost certainly a bomb. Detonate the bomb. I would like to offer to disarm it. From everything that we know about this person so far, they're not interested in violence. I like the combat in this game, and I like the experience points and loot that we get for the violence that we inflict in this game. However, if this person doesn't want to fight, I'm not going to kill these people unless I need to. So, can we disarm your bomb? You disable and remove the device from underneath her chair. The gift reaches out and takes the bomb from you.
Would have killed me. Others. Another of Victory's small jokes.
She tucks the device away in her chair instead of throwing it very, very far away, even though it's currently inert. Probably doesn't seem like the greatest idea, but... Okay, let's get on to the family picture. Is this you?
Yes, it is. My mother, my sister, me. This was before. Don't remember this place. Too long ago. But this was her home. The girl I was. The girl that broke. The girl Victory healed.
So I'm not feeling good about the decision to give her the picture, because this seems like it's making her wistful and nostalgic for the great time she's had with this psychopath. I really like the don't say anything options.
Victory. He fixed me. Found me broken, I think. Yes.
Crow's going to be back in a little bit. Have to go check something out. Be back. Crow, we'll see you then. Hopefully everything goes well.
I am the gift because of what I bring into the world. Access to the dream. Victory showed me this. He showed us all.
I love all the skill checks. Victory is a psychopath. He wasn't the one who saved you. He broke you. Let's say it.
I don't believe that. You think you know Victory, but you don't. This killing, it's not all of who he is.
It's just all of what he does.
He gifted us the dream. He made the breathers. What are these people, if not all saved by Victory, guided by his hand, guided to help him?
Okay, I don't know if we've taken any steps towards getting through to her, honestly. She seems open to conversation, but not to, like, being convinced of anything so far. Borlak is saying, so when are you finally going to add a camera angle and maybe some funky overlaying? Regrettably, like just to say it outright, I don't foresee that happening. Like, I'm not going to say never, 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 but yeah, I feel like the stream would not benefit from this particular visage. So I don't look forward to doing a camera anytime soon. But if that day does come, Borlak, I think that I would do well to consult with you about how to get it set up properly. So why is Pizepi here?
Victory took your ranger friends, beat and humiliated. I assessed them, saw her, saw intelligence, knowledge, both rare. Convinced Victory to give her to me.
We're grateful that you protected her.
Gratitude. A rare thing. Thank you. Victory will kill you. Can't be helped. But not her. She is brilliant. A treasure. A gift.
Okay, so we do need to talk about Victory.
Talk then.
So here's our options, and I like the skill check one. Listen to us. Vic doesn't care about anyone but himself, and he's just using you. Let us take care of him, and you'll be safe. You know we mean you no harm. Let us take care of Victory, and we'll let you be. Well, hold on. That's just a less qualified version of this. Yeah, let's do the kiss-ass one. She studies you in silence, a minute passing. Finally, she looks away.
I know. Deal with him as you like. We will not interfere. The breathers will travel their own path now, without Victory.
Her eyes turn from you to Pizepi.
Go if you want. Can still use you. But go if you want.
Thank you, Gift. Rangers, let's talk. Outside.
But be warned. Other than my guards, the breathers inside this lodge are too far gone into the dream for me to reach. Avoid them if you can. Kill them if you must.
This line sounds like maybe it was recorded later, not in conjunction with all the others. Okay, goodbye. Haseo was saying, to me, she seems to be struggling with something internally. That is, she certainly doesn't like the position that she's in. She likes the breathers. She likes the pain relief that she gets. She seems to feel like it's a good idea to have these people operating in a half stupor from whatever psychedelic or mind-altering drugs that they are on all of the time. I don't know anything about this. It seems like they would lose potency very quickly, and that this would have a lot of extremely bad long-term health effects. But we definitely also know that it feels a lot like she's being held hostage in this situation as much as anybody else. And Caroluna is saying that, or she's high in some drug. Oh, hello to Caroluna. She's definitely high on some drug. She's definitely, like, managing pain. And I don't know a lot about that pain, so why do we think she's green?
Oh my goodness. Rangers! We thought we were the only ones who survived the ambush on the lake. When we got captured, I was absolutely sure the mission was dead. This is such good news! Go team!
Well, she did leave, or at least stepped outside. You seem to get along with the gift?
We have common interests. At first, I thought she was going to cut me open. But after they gassed me to keep me compliant and it didn't work, we talked about chemistry all night. It was practically a slumber party.
And you didn't leave when you could?
Well, you know, it's hard to leave anywhere once you get comfortable, so to speak. I've been trying to figure out where La Loca and Rook were taken. They're the others from my team, but you probably know that. Maybe you can help them? Let's not forget about Woodson. Have you found him yet? They made him work on the radio.
He is safe now.
Good. Good. We need to finish this. Vic is in the Patriarch's wing, the fancy one. The prisoners are all somewhere else. I don't know. I heard a guard talking about chemical testing being done on a man in the sauna. There were 5 hostages left, apart from Woodson and me. I was separated from them when the gift requested that I remain by her side.
Yes, I was hoping to get some more information about this. A guy named Ash told us that he has a kill switch for the hostages.
One thing I've learned here? It's not safe to assume that anyone is bluffing about how crazy they are. Make sure you save anyone you can before going after him again. The other 2 hostages were women, and they were part of the 100 families. I'm not sure where they were taken.
I'll just straight up, we could really use your help.
I'm sure you could. Truth be told, what I need right now is a breather. This place really was hell, and I need to gather my wits. But I'll be rooting for you. And let's talk once you're done here, yeah? Now, where did I put the rest of my stuff?
I understand that she's been in a stressful situation here for a while, but like her whole, I don't know, I'm kind of on break right now. I'll catch up with you later. That seems especially weird. Okay, they're not going to complain about me taking med darts, so I will take those.
Is that the machine that mixes the chemicals?
This is a chemical mixing table. You have no use for it currently. So we might have a use for it later, or maybe never. And we've got a shop. I'm going to guess, based on the fact that it's also a medic, that this is probably a great opportunity to get some medical supplies if you want to pay for them. Okay.
Dreamwalkers, the gift has said to heal you.
Why did you call us Dreamwalkers?
Stepped into my dream.
And who are you?
Hide. No. Yes. Hide.
Really clarifying. I don't think that we actually need very much healing, but...
Healing vapors can, for a small fee.
Yeah, I'm not paying this dude $100. Never mind. And all he sells is medical supplies. Oh, no, that's not true. He sells some energy cells and such. I have 90 of those. So, 5638 ammo, but I think that's primarily fired by Lucia, so she doesn't fire all that often. We've got plenty of that. Lots of spikes, shotgun shells, lots of sniper rifle ammo. Yeah, even flamethrower fuel. I'm pretty good on all this stuff, I'd say. Alright, so let's not worry about this. I was hoping that just on the off chance he might sell some of the baseline mods that we want to upgrade. That doesn't actually appear to be something that he does sell, so we will continue on. Now, while I was talking with Pizzepi, I did see that there was like a a bomb dog that was moving back and forth. And now I don't see them here at all, which doesn't... It just makes me more nervous, in fact. Let's have... Oh, see, hold on. Here they come. Everybody back.
Target acquired.
Hold on. I tried to pause it. You stupid... Okay. Explain to me why Marshal Kwan and everybody else decided to come up here when I clicked all the way back here for Azric. Slightly irritating. But not as interesting as missing that shot. Guys, I don't even remember the last time that I saved it. This is not going to go great. Okay, everybody's poisoned. Yep, so let's take a whole bunch of meds. We are going to eat some of this for Mia. Azric is not poisoned. Brienne is somehow not poisoned. Blah 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 is. Marshal Kwan is. And Lucia is. Wow, that was awful. Okay, cool. Yeah, you would think, like, so what had happened is that Azric was up here. Did I accidentally switch it, like, out of party mode again? Azric was up here. I accidentally pressed spacebar because I wanted to, like, it's just an instinct that I have from many, many years of... Animal abuse! Oh, hold on. Is Polly also poisoned? Yeah, I'm not even sure how I would start to address that, to be honest. Many, many, many years of...
Be coming after me, strangers. My father's the real monster. Him and Libby. At least I'm wrong in the obvious places. You can trust my kind of crazy.
Okay, everybody back away from the poison jets. And... Okay. Well... This is interesting. We actually only have one viable option, which is to have Mia run in here and see what even is going on. Okay. Okay, blah blah blah. Let's... Yeah, probably shoot the shit out of this guy. 64% is apparently the best we're gonna get, but I'll take it, because look how much damage this is slated to do. And that's all we've got. Oh, and he actually knocked off a whole bunch of armor as well, so that went extremely good. Let's save 2 of his 4 points. And now... Well, Marshal Kwan, I already know who I want Marshal Kwan to fight. Mia, this guy's bleeding now. Beat him to death with your engine block. Done. Okay. Marshal Kwan, if you fire from here... That is a valid shot, right? Yes. 87%. Sure. And that's all the shots that we get. We're gonna save those last 2 points. It's 2 of the last 3 points. And so Azric also gets to go, but if I possibly can, I'd love to set Azric up with an ambush shot. So we're gonna do that instead. And Mia, I would like this gas bomb to not go off on everybody, so please kill this guy. I can't believe she whiffed that shot. Okay, just defend then. That's 2 kills for Azric. Oh, okay. Tapped out at 2, but still. It's a really good hit. Oh, look, the animals are still poisoned. I saw that they were poisoned before. I kind of assumed they would have gotten over that by now. That doesn't feel good at all. Thank you for the request a quote to Caroluna. Mia, this man is dying. Beat him to death with your engine block. Okay, so I very much want Mia to engage with these guys back here since it's so much easier for her to get to them. But then again, we do have this fellow. So, Marshal Quan, let's have you... Yeah, grab some cover. And then just regular shotguns, or like bullets at this guy. He's got 24 armor. I'll tell you what, new plan. Lucia, what shot, if any, do you have on this dude? 73%. So I want to get that up as high as I can. Yeah. Can I still fire if I do this? Because of course we want to do the trick shot. AP4? Yes. Oh, what am I saying? Like, I can just shoot him from here. I don't need to run up there. I specifically want to shoot him in the body to take all that armor off. And then, just for... Oh, I really used the wrong weapon there, but that's okay. Just for Har-Hars. Yeah, it's not going to hit at all. Wow! Okay, that was a really good hit. And with 2 APs left, let's have Lucia... Just out of sight. Let's not have her take any bullets if she doesn't need to. Okay. Azric, again, I really like having him on sniper duty, like ambush mode. So we're just going to do that. Drienne. I do kind of feel like I want to go up and heal the pets. That feels expensive. I'm going to bring Drienne up here and do a point-blank shot. Oh, actually, it turns out we can't do that anymore. Okay, then just a regular bullet. That was a leader boss, apparently, so everybody got a cool buff. Drienne can't really move anywhere, so we'll just have them defend for now. Okay, now it's time for blah blah blah. These guys are right for rocket, but they're only 2 guys, one of whom is mortally wounded. Doesn't seem all that great. If we toss a grenade at them, that's 4 AP, so we shouldn't have any difficulty getting up here. Let's toss a grenade in their vicinity. It's really all he can do, except maybe get behind cover. Oh, that's actually the reason I came here. So that is doing something on that switch. I don't know what that means, actually. Okay, Marshal Quan. Okay, he can get all the way up here on just 4 AP, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to shoot the robot with energy weapon. Yeah. And with his last 2 points, I guess we're just going to try to get him back behind some cover. I'm very worried about, like Marshal Quan just goes down so easily now. And that's it. So now we're up to Mia. So I'm going to say, yeah, Mia, grab your sword, and let's see if we can kill this guy to get a refresh on the amount of action points it takes to get over here. Done. And then maybe this guy as well.
That is how it's done.
Okay. That went better than it might have. Let me just take a quick inventory. We do have Polly. We do have Major Tomcat. And we do have Clone. And there's a couple keys for us. Boy, do I not want to... Like, we can't feed Polly, like a Snickers or anything like that. I don't think so. Okay, so before we do anything, we're currently standing on this switch. Mia, come around the corner and find out... What's that? I'm not doing this. Why did that just happen?
Look, strangers, you're gonna see some bad shit here. And honestly, it's not for everyone. I've cooked some of Daddy's friends, thrown them off things, tried peeling a guy's eye. Didn't work.
Oh, turn that back off. Hold on. Okay. So, hold on a second. So if Drienne steps off of this, somebody else steps onto it. Okay, could everybody... Sorry, this is... I'm trying to work out how this puzzle works, and it's a little annoying. Lucia, go stand on this. Okay, now Mia, come all the way up here. And let's get all of your compatriots out of the jets of gas. Sure, that's close enough. Now we're going to turn this switch. And now I think that what we do now is just move Lucia off, and now the jets are off. Okay, so as long as we don't have somebody walking on that switch now, we can go down this hallway without getting gassed. And I figured that that's what we were getting set up for, but sometimes the characters, like, just they'll naturally stand in positions that can be interferesome for what you want to do. I don't see a way to not heal our friends. I'm gonna F5 it just in case we walk into the next room. Oh, well, alternatively, we spend $100 on the doctor, right? That's almost maybe more worth it because we've got 4,000, and otherwise this is gonna take 3 med kits, which we've got 24, but I don't really like spending them unless it's important. And $100 seems like it might be worthwhile. This appears to be Rook. This man has been badly beaten. From the nearby tripod and hook, you can deduce they've been using him as a human punching bag. He should be given medical aid before moving him to avoid further injury. Apply first aid. You deftly treat his wounds. Mere moments after you stabilize him, he deeps a deep, rasping breath and notices you for the first time. Through swollen eyes, he takes in your ranger uniforms and chuckles. His amusement is interrupted by a coughing fit.
Finally fucking made it, huh? Finally found the time? Assholes.
We got here as soon as we could, and as soon as, like, the level difference wasn't going to make sure that we died upon arrival.
Yeah, I guess the mission comes first. Fucking assholes. This shit's my fault, not yours. Couldn't keep my mouth shut. Never could stand bullies, and this place is fucking full of them. Anyway, you came for me, and I won't forget that. I guess you took out the guards. Bastards ain't so tough now.
Let's check his wounds.
Hands off. I'm fine.
Where's Victory Buchanan?
Patriarch's wing. They dragged me in there a bunch of times for my hourly beatings. I didn't mind much. It's better scenery. Gonna be hard for you to get inside. Heavy security door. Also, I'm pretty sure they're holding the leader of one of those ruling families in there, so, take it slow and check your targets.
When you're ready, head for the lobby.
I will, just, gotta rest a little more.
And you don't mind if we sort through your duffel. Hey, we found a ferocious Francesca doll. Someone asked why she was pissed. She made them eat her entire fist. Everybody, but mostly just Mia, gets a melee damage bonus. Now, here's a question. Do we think that that also applies to Clone, Major Tomcat, and Polly? Because they also do melee damage all the time. Heartstopper. It's a shame. Plenty of exercise, healthy diet, but in the end, the explosive microcharges needled into his chest and cavity and caught up with him. Okay, that's everything from here.
It's okay, Pris. You can do this. There's no point in both of us dying.
We didn't quite make it far enough inside the room to defog it.
Just close your eyes and run.
I can't do it, Violet! I really can't do that to my sister!
You have to, Pris. Do it! No, wait! Who is that? You! You're not with them! Help us, please! Vic Buchanan forced us to stand on pressure plates. If one of us steps off, it'll blow up the other. One of us has to make a run for it and kill the other. Eventually, we'll be too tired to stand and we'll both die. We can't even take a step. I think maybe the trap can be disabled with that box over on the wall there, but we can't reach it.
Ladies, it's me. Lucia, remember? We'll find a way to get you out of there, I promise.
Lucy? But you look so,
Cool. Look at her, Violet. She's got scars now. She's a proper Wasteland warrior.
Lucia flushes, then nods at you. Okay, this is going to sound crazy, but you both need to run to safety at the same time. Right now, no, let's at least see if we can... Blah, blah, blah is an explosives expert. We don't want to do that. I want to, like, ask some of these things, because I'm curious what the answers are, but I do feel like the thing that you'd actually want to do in this situation is just, like, go help. How long have you been standing here?
I don't know. Maybe 3 days?
Violet looks at her younger sister hopefully.
I don't remember. It's hard to keep track of things when you've been awake this long.
Priscilla swallows hard. Can't we replace your weights with heavy objects?
Ugh, it won't work. Victory already thought of that. If the weight is off by so much as an ounce, it'll trigger.
We're gonna take a quick look around.
Take a look at the electrical box. There must be something you can do there. Please hurry.
Okay, I'm really looking forward to being able to see this room. Okay. Now, let's again be careful. There's an electrical panel here. Let's send... well, it's electrical. Let's send Marshall Kwan, because he's into nerd stuff now. The cables running across the floor terminate in a metal box bolted to the wall. The front panel looks like it can be detached easily. Remove the panel. The panel comes off easily, revealing a nightmarish tangle of wires. Whoever put this device together was either in a hurry or had very little idea of what they were doing. Okay, thank God we still get Mia's mechanics bonus. I wasn't sure if it mattered who was touching it. Look for a way to disable the power. The mess of wires is impossible to untangle, but the shoddy workmanship also means the device is easy to short-circuit. Using several bits of metal and your engineering know-how, you interrupt the flow of electricity.
That was amazing! You just reached in there and fixed stuff!
Why didn't we just pull the wires coming from the box?
Priscilla blinks and then smacks her forehead.
Wouldn't be that easy, ladies. Stuff like that only works in stories.
Oh, and, Lucia, I'm sorry about Isaac. He's an idiot.
I know.
I'm concerned that I've forgotten who Isaac is. Where are you guys headed now?
Away, I suppose. We'll run back to Colorado Springs, if we have to. Our mother is here too. She's in the Patriarch's wing with Victory. She's not pleasant, and she doesn't much care for us, but if you can, please help her.
She nods to herself, gives you a final smile, and leaves. Okay. I was very nervous about having everybody run in there, because I thought that one of them might step on the plate and set it off. The casing of this ancient marriage counseling cassette tape is cracked in places, but still seems functional. The typewritten label is badly faded, the writing lost under layers of grime.
Session 13, Jim and Nancy, March 21st, 1998. Nancy, last time you were talking about Jim's inadequacies as a sexual partner. Would you like to expand on that?
Now wait just a goddamned minute. You've let her talk for 12 sessions straight. When's my chance?
See, Dr. Meltzer, this is what I'm talking about. Everything's always about him.
Why the hell am I paying for these sessions when you're always taking her side?
If you're unhappy with counseling.
Unhappy? I wish the fucking bombs would fall, so I wouldn't have to deal with another minute of this.
What's that noise? I don't know. Maybe some kind of drill? Oh no, is that... It can't be!
Oh, thank God.
Fortunately, the tape survived.
Jesus.
Yeah, let's have Azric step in here first, just in case there's any traps. No, he doesn't see anything. Okay, so here's Llewellyn. The bloodstained young man appears to have been stabbed. He looks up at you and has joyous realization.
You're the Rangers. I knew you'd be coming to save us. I never gave up hope.
Hello to both Jab and Jody K. Two J's coming in right at the same time. I hope you guys are both having a great Tuesday. What happened here? He salutes again out of sheer pride.
As you can see, Rangers, I've been stabbed, just like the others. But I held on, played dead, and when none of them were looking, I swallowed the key, Rangers.
What key?
Key to the treasury door, Rangers. Heavily armored, can't be breached. The treasure of the 100 families is safe as long as Llewellyn is around. Ugh. Maybe this is too much to ask, but do any of you happen to be a doctor? I'm not feeling so good.
Drian can help. Wincing occasionally, he watches with interest as you clean and treat his wounds.
Feels much better, Rangers. Much better. I feel good enough to sprint all the way back to Colorado Springs.
He clutches his stomach.
Well, maybe in a little bit.
Do you work here?
Yes, Rangers. I'm part of the staff. Dozens of us work up here. Kept the place nice for the families. Vic killed the staff first. He was brutal, but quick. Didn't think we'd be as much fun to torture, maybe.
I guess I want the key that you ate, if there's no other way, to open it.
Oh, I see. You want to make sure everything's secure. Not to worry, Rangers. It's right here, in my belly, and nobody's getting their hands on it. It's good and stuck in there. Mark my words.
Is there any other way into the treasury?
Nope. The door only has one key, and I ate it. And if someone wants it, why, they had to cut it out of me.
We're not getting that key. I don't even know what's in there. I'm certainly not going to murder some dude. Furthermore, this dude, apparently he's part of the staff here. So he works at a post-apocalyptic vacation resort that the wealthiest and most erudite families from Colorado Springs come up here to Aspen just to like get away from it all. All of those homeless people that are freezing outside in the streets, that's a real bummer. Let's go have a nice ski weekend. And this guy's part of the staff that needs to make them feel happy, warm, comfortable, and to recharge their batteries from all of the inconvenience of hearing the wailing sounds of starvation and hypothermia happening just outside their palatial estates. So I am absolutely not going to pile on to this man's further misery of like the thing he calls existence by cutting him open to get a key to steal a treasure. I don't care what's in there. Stay here for now.
Right. I'll lay low.
And Jody K was asking, yeah, I got shot too and then played dead. Who brags about that? Apparently somebody who considers the height of their life's work to protect the material possessions of the ruling class. Which, I mean, I guess good on him, but everybody else in this room is dead, and he's still like his major focus is on keeping their possessions safe, and that's the part that I'm like, ugh. Note to Llewellyn. A hastily scribbled note to someone called Llewellyn. From the handwriting, it seems as if the author was quite angry. Ooh, I cannot wait to find out what it says. Hold on a second. This is gonna be miscellaneous? Yes, it is. Llewellyn, this place is a shithole. I want you to clean up your station and the inside of the vault before the Patriarch's visit next week. Also, take an inventory of all the weapons and armor in there so we'll have it on hand in case he asks. And while you're at it, give his golden hammer a polish too. If he peeks his head in, we want him to see that thing shining like a sunny day. Yeah, asshole. Do more work. Boy, thank God we have Azric's lockpicking all the way up. Although that wasn't the most important thing, just a clawed glove that we can't use, but we can sell it for something. Jody K is saying what I thought it was going to be the answer, which is just give him a laxative, like wait for nature to take its course. He says it's stuck in there, but those things do have a way of working their way out, and if it doesn't, well, then we will be taking it off his corpse, even if it might take a bunch of days. Aspen is under attack. The label has peeled away from this old and battered cassette tape. In its place are a string of bloody thumbprints set in a neat line.
Everyone calm down. This childish hysteria is beneath you. You're members of the 100 families, for God's sake. Act like it. These are bandit scum. Nothing more. I don't know how they managed to get up here, but there's no chance they'll make it inside. We're protected by the best guards money can buy. Don't worry. That was one of ours. Bandits don't carry rocket launchers. Nobody panic. The guards must have shut off the power as a safety precaution. Everything is going to be fine.
Okay, so this is the room that we have to do last. We've done... Oh, was that the basement? Is that what we're calling that? Oh yeah, there's a short step of stairs down. And we've done the trap room. So now we can get past what used to be a bunch of gas jets. I really feel like I want to save it frequently as we go through here, because sometimes death can come really fast. So we cannot lockpick this door at all. I bet this is the... No, I was about to say I bet that's the treasury, but the treasury is surely this very elaborate bank vault. Which I thought we couldn't lockpick this, but maybe, I guess Azric can. And again, I don't think that what's-his-face is in here, Victory Buchanan, but I just want to make sure that we don't accidentally trigger the next main story beat, since we've been specifically warned not to do that. If we want to save the hostages. Oh, look, a big metal hammer. Gold-plated hammer. It's not a weapon, it's an item. A smaller gold-plated cast of the Patriarch's signature weapon. This early prototype is too light to be wielded as a real weapon. The design of the handle makes it seem like it was meant to slide into a specific groove. So this is a key. It's like a Resident Evil key. I don't know that I have a sense yet of where it's supposed to go. Okay. Better pants and helmet. Here's a special machine gun. I guess it's okay if... sorry, submachine gun. But that requires... level 6 automatic weapons. Yeah, it's not better than Marshal Kwan's... Sorry, what is it the other way? His like, energy weapon. Like, his assault rifle is really good. Submachine gun seems like it might be nice, but it's not going to be better than what he has currently. Not when what he's got currently is all upgraded. And this is... Oh, hey, SWAT light. Hit chance plus 7%. Weren't we going to put that onto blah, blah, blah? Silver dollar necklace. So this is actually a utility. The old silver dollar attached to this cord will show everyone that you're an expert trader. We are not going to do that, though, because the person that would best fit on would be Drienne, and that would require us to take off Drienne's stethoscope that gives them a bonus to first aid. So I don't think that we're going to do that. Maybe if I think to put it on when we actually go to a shop.
Dead, you bitch. Just wait until I get out. Fuck you. I'm gonna cut off your fingers and shove them up your ass.
Salad. Oh, you will lose 4 fingers.
Okay, I'm getting the sense that whatever we're going to do in here, we probably have to do relatively quickly because there's people in danger back there. And yeah, so wait, let's really think about it for 1 second. Should I just go back and pay $100 to get everybody healed? Because if I don't do it, the pets are going to die. And expending 3 action points on getting them fixed up, sorry, 3 med kits, that feels very wasteful. Okay, clone is here. Yeah, okay. We'll be back here in just 1 second. Yeah, actually, the doctor's right over here. $100. I can't believe it. Jody K, I think you just barely missed Harmonious Crow. She was in here earlier, and I did note in Puppery's stream, what was it, just yesterday, you guys have something in common, that you've both spent a bunch of time in Africa. Based on, if I remember correctly, you were in West Africa for a while, and she came from South Africa. But Africa's a super big continent, but it seems really cool that you guys have like some experience in that same part of the world.
Walkers, can we help? Healing vapors can.
Yeah, I think it's better than spending all those. Well, hold on a second. Let's trade. Just out of curiosity, how much do these cost? Oh, wait, look. 3 medic packs are cheaper than $100. And the only other thing that I would get from it is that Drienne does technically have a shattered shoulder. It just, like, doesn't matter all that much. That's the only extra thing that we would get. Okay, I take it back. We will actually just spend the healing kits. Okay, Drienne. Let's do this. Plus, I mean, we do have them. I just don't like using them if I don't need to. Okay, yep. Do Polly.
That's your good for something, shit monkey!
There's Clone. Yeah, let's do Clone as well. Bottomless said, I guess the doctor heard about the medical prices before the apocalypse. Yeah, just completely unreasonable, way too expensive relative to the quality of care that you're going to get. A real do-it-yourself market medical care is in the Wasteland universe. Okay, that's not right. Azric, let's have you take a knee right there. Yeah, we'll probably line up a bunch of people behind this table. Oh, and we're not doing it right yet. Okay. Neil. Marshall Kwan. You know what? Let's just get Azric a little bit more in the center. And yeah, Lucy is there. Marshall Kwan is there. Blah 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 will have like come down the other way. And Drienne again, center point wherever possible. All right, I'm gonna F5 it, and we're gonna have Mia run up here. And sorry, Azric, you do have a shot on this guy, right? He does. Okay, Mia, murder. Azric, shoot. Was that a double kill? No, Mia didn't quite. Mia did hit, but didn't kill the guy, which is just fine. Okay, so that target is blocked. We're not deep enough in. Wow, Gertrude has a lot of hit points and a not small amount of armor either. Okay, if we were to shoot, that would be 7 AP. How much? 3, 6, 8. Yeah, so we cannot do a mark and then... We cannot do a mark and then a shot. So instead, we're just going to have Azric load up for doing an ambush strike. And Marshall Kwan. Okay, yeah. This person looks like a melee combatant, so I'm going to see if I can blind them. Perfect. That was our free attack. Now, let's knock off some of that armor. And now we get the choice to either move or shoot again, and especially since it's Marshall Kwan, we will move. Save that last point for later.
Eyes on target.
2 misses. Oh. Not on the third strike. I don't know what Bloodlust is. I love the animal squad just like attacking from all angles here. This is great. Okay, so that person, whoever they were, was dead. Yes. Now, this guy is... So what is Bloodlust? Hold on a second. Let's look. Critical chance plus 50%. Oh, I definitely do not want this person to get any turns at all. So... Yeah, Mia, go do some stabby stuff. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Definitely stun. Okay, so now we don't have to worry about that intense critical hit stuff. Azric is much too... Wow, okay. I thought Azric usually doesn't shoot super well at close quarters, but today he can.
Rest in pieces.
Okay, let's go say hello to... I think it was La Loca we heard in the next room. Freezer key, flare, and Mia is bleeding. How much longer? Oh, a long time. Okay, so Drienne. Gotta try to do this quickly. That's the wrong button. Usable items. Suture kit. Use suture kit on Mia. Okay, good. Now Mia, eat some candy. We'll go in here, and we're gonna have for Mia... Well, Mia likes meat. Where's that Vlam? Stouffer select. Toast. Bacon. Well, bacon is meat. Let's have some Vlam, though. Use item on self. And then we'll have some bacon. And then we'll have some... Oh, bison bits. That's meat. Okay. Mia's doing okay again. Hello to Guys of Invictus. Oh, it's Alec Dax. Had to make a new account. I did see that you had followed, but it's good to know that you're back. I'm sorry that you had to make a new account, but welcome to you. As Jody K says, raw bacon. Yeah, Alec Dax, I hope that you had a nice holiday weekend, hopefully a long holiday weekend, and are enjoying your summer. An anabolic injector. Action points +1. Oh, this is very nice. A wearable injector that gradually releases steroids directly into the user's adrenal glands, temporarily increases muscle mass, and suppresses cortisol production. An action point. Oh, there's nobody that I don't want that to have on. But not everybody even has a utility item, and I like the ones... Well, hold on. Mia's got +1 mechanic slot. Is that even... It is. It actually is very important, because when we need that, we really need that. So we're going to leave that be. Azric has a bonus to critical chance, and I don't want to change that. Drienne has their stethoscope. Now, Blah 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 has the optical spectrometer, which is like +4 perception, and that is actually not helpful for him, like at all, so we might give it to Blah Blah Blah. I do want to continue to have this Kiss Ass +1, because that's very valuable. And then Lucia has +1 survival. The +1 survival is probably the one that I care about the least, and I do think that Lucia would benefit a lot from having that extra +1 action point. But then again, Lucia does benefit, at least theoretically, like in conversations and stuff, from having survival. Blah 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 gets nothing from this perception roll. So we are going to figure out where that item came from, or where it's set up. Sorry, what specifically am I looking for again? What was it called? The anabolic, the cortisol injector? Something like that? Okay, I'm not going to recognize it here. This is our entrance pass. Jingle all the way schematics. And I can't really do anything with that. Crafting components, I don't think that's going to be it. Miscellaneous, where I suppose it could be, but I'm not accustomed to seeing gear in here at all. Dog collar, yep, we got that. Like, I remember what that quest line is. Then we've got, it's definitely not a mod, it's a utility item. Okay, these are usable items. That doesn't really feel like where a mod would be, or like a utility thing. Oh yeah, that case that we're never going to open it. He asked you to hold on to it and never open it. We are never going to open that. That's ammo. Then we've got weapons, and then finally we've got everything. Silver dollar. Oh, look, it will be in here. Cerebral modem. There it is. Wow, that was an adventure. Okay, Blah 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 gets a +1 action point. That's a really cool upgrade. Guys of Invictus is saying, by the way, it's pronounced Guys of Invictus. I think I have that correct. And yes, is on his second day off of the week. Jab has not watched much of this game. I'm curious if you've mentioned... If it has mentioned... is that Fort Carson? I don't think so, Jab, but I'm not certain. There's been a lot of like proper names of places and stuff, and if that is a real world military base, it may have been something that was mentioned in passing, but I have lost track of. Guys, Invictus is saying I might try out more of this game. Been playing on Game Pass lately. So we just met La Loca. Guys, Invictus, I will say this game is very cool. I've really been enjoying it. A woman in ranger gear staggers out of the freezer. She seems to have lost some fingers to the frostbite.
You're rangers from Arizona?
I guess we'll ask about this. It seems kind of self-evident. Did you lose your fingers in the freezer?
Ugh. It's fine. All I need is the middle one. Answer the question. Where are you from, Rangers? Arizona?
Jab is saying that it's a pretty big base just outside of Colorado Springs. Well, the whole area is very much in the Colorado Springs area, so the whole game, rather. So I haven't seen anything that looks like a former military base. It is possible that it is not included, like, in the game, but I haven't seen anything that I recognize as being that. There's the Denver airport. We're up in Aspen right now. We've been south to where the bazaar is, but I don't get any sense that the bazaar was a former military base at any point. We came here in the convoy.
And it took you this long to come looking for us? Ugh, God's fucking tits. They put me in this freezer to cool off after I kicked Vic in the sack. Funny, right? And some greasy, shit-licking chick's been cutting on me for days. Calls herself Gertrude the Gruesome or some such shit. Wait, she's not dead yet, is she?
Her body, we did in fact kill her. Her body's around here somewhere, because I'm not afraid so, or what's left of it. She peers at the corpses on the floor.
I see her. Fucking balls. I wanted to murder her. Name's La Loca, by the way. Give me a sec to get my shit together and I'll get moving. And once I do, might drop this fucking badge and walk all the way back to Atchison territory.
Let's start with, can we bandage you up?
Nah, you gotta let the wounds breathe. Everyone knows that.
I absolutely do not know that. You mentioned Atchison territory? Where's that?
In Arizona, kids. One of the rail nomad tribes. The better one. Being here's almost like being at home anyway. The way the breathers squabble with Vic and his bargain basement sadists.
You're not doing too bad for somebody who got tortured.
What? This? The missing fingers and toenails and stuff? Ain't nothing. These shitlords are fucking amateurs. I mean, take a finger right away? Where the fuck you gonna go from there that's worse?
She shakes her head.
I tried to fucking tell him, look, you gotta build, slices, cut, gouges, and then you take a finger, if they're still awake. But no, they cut off the finger, with a clean goddamn knife, mind you. And then make me eat it. Like forced fucking cannibalism's gonna break me. I told him, bitch, I chewed on that knuckle when it was still attached. And I'm pretty fucking hungry right now. Thanks for the dinner, motherfucker. Gnawed on that pinky all night and asked for seconds.
Ugh. Well, I feel like we've already maybe answered this. Why do they call you La Loca?
You know, I get asked that a lot. Not sure why. Anyway, Kekaba, asshole who runs the choppers, pissed me off. Don't remember why. Huh. Anyway, I threw a fuck ton of waste wolf shit at them. Ran like hell, but they caught me anyway. Spent a week staked in the sun. Laughed the whole time.
As Invictus says, this gal is ridiculous. Yeah, she's certainly very hardcore. Jab is saying that it seems odd for a base with a mech division and a special forces unit would not be included. As I understand it, the war at this point is like a couple hundred years before this. Is it possible? Because I don't know where Fort Carson is relative, like it's close to Colorado Springs. Is it possible that was like obliterated and then looted for whatever else it had left? So although it previously existed, it's not there now? Or is it like further away from that? If Fort Carson is like right next to Colorado Springs, it wouldn't make a lot of sense to me that Colorado Springs is still relatively still standing. But if it's far enough away and it could have gotten carpet bombed or like a low level nuke, I don't know the parameters of this war, while leaving some of the other nearby areas comparatively untouched. Maybe that way? I'm not sure. We got it from here. Get to safety.
Sure, why not? Right after I raid the kitchen. I'm fucking starving.
I don't feel like I would get along with La Loca very well. Among other things, her critiquing and providing constructive feedback on how to torture people more efficiently. A freeze ray crafting recipe. I doubt we're going to use that, but Azric is working up his weird science skills, so you never know. Carolyn is saying, I have that trouble too. I blacklist some company for some reason. Some time goes by and I don't even remember why anymore. I feel like I used to have a really good memory for that and things like that, but as time goes, the list gets longer and longer and longer, and it becomes easy to misplace one name for another. Okay, hold on. Misremember. Oh, they've got a wonderful swimming pool out here. And lots of dudes. Okay. Well, let's try to get down to it. Azric, let's have you... Shit. Stop it.
As it should be.
Nope, nope. Yeah, I'd like to have everybody sort of like ready to roll inside the area. Okay, let's try that again. Azric, knee, Brienne, knee, Marshall Kwan. Okay, and blah, let's have you come up here. And Mia come up here. And even if we don't get the first strike here, at least we're in position. Okay. Azric. I'm gonna say for Azric, let's do an ambush strike. Okay, for Marshall Kwan. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. For 2 action points, you get a free attack. Blinded. Blinded. And now we'll get him back and out of the way. If Provost wasn't there, I might even extract him all the way out of the room, but we're not in that position. And for God's sake, do a defend, because there's going to be a lot of attacks coming in. Invictus is playing some Anthem for a game that gets shot on a lot. I like it. I remember that some other people in the community, like Tashir, actually had a very good time with Anthem. I feel like a lot of what I've heard from, of and about Anthem is the amount of wasted potential that it had, that it just wasn't finished when it was released. And then BioWare made the decision that we're just not going to fix it. Like, it's not economically viable for us to put more cash into this. So Mia got a murder, which is real good. Yeah, I kind of want to position her right in between 2 other guys because she gets a boost for that. So I believe that she does. And we will try to get this guy's attention. God, that worked really well. Okay, as we took his shot on somebody. Mia doesn't even have like her coterie of pets all that well leveled up, and yet they are doing so much damage, more damage than they used to. Okay, so this person is doing this person's on fire, and if I remember correctly, doesn't Mia have targets that are burning receive 200% damage from a bleeding strike? Yep, that works. That strike was basically free. This person is here but has a lot of armor. Before we commit to doing anything, let's see if Azaric can... Yeah, Azaric, take off this guy's armor. Okay, but take off this guy's armor. Shoot him in the body. And we will have Azaric save his last point. Okay, hold on. I think that Mia can give this guy a what for now. Or, you know what? If we use the sword, I think we get 2 attacks. Yes. Although we won't need them. Jesus, Mia. And then, yeah, Mia, go, like, grab yourself some cover. And we will pick up with you next round. Invictus has also been playing Rage 2, which I have not played and I'd like to play sometime, and Halo Infinite. I have... Well, actually, I haven't played it recently, but in recent weeks, played all the way through Halo 1 and Halo 2, and then started Halo 3 on... in the Master Chief Collection, and sort of kind of petered out a little bit. Haven't really picked it up lately, but that may continue at some point as sort of the vacation continues. Yeah, Drian, just go ahead and kill that guy. Awesome. Big boost for everybody. Now it's time for blah blah blah. And yeah, our best bet is actually from right here. I think just regular machine gun strike. just chunks splashing into the pool. Yeah, blah 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 left nothing behind. And Marshal Quan. So Marshal Quan took like a big hit there. However, what is this? What do you think this guy is fighting with? That looks to me like an automatic weapon. So let's bring Marshal Quan up here. That'll be enough space that we can take a free shot. Let's just do regular bullets here. Mostly missed that, even with an 81% chance to hit. And with that, let's just set him up for an ambush shot. Okay, I don't think that Lucia is going to get very much done in this combat. But she's in a position where I feel like she can run up and then maybe just defend with her last couple points. Like her not to get shot if we can avoid it. Jab is saying that he plays Rage 2 every couple of months. The headshots are so satisfying that I find it tunes up my shooting by the time that I'm done. Incredible combat, no story. I am, so, you know, obviously people watch this channel and they're like, you know, they'll probably detect very easily that I have a big focus on story. However, I do sometimes like games that have completely irrelevant stories, and if the combat... The thing about the first Rage was that I also felt like the combat was very well done. In my opinion, there wasn't nearly enough of it. The things in Rage, the first Rage, were separated by so much distance that involved so much conversation and like the truck driving, the sort of like buggy driving that you had to do, and like this vehicle combat thing, that I felt like it had a very, very diffuse design. And the one thing about it that I did enjoy, which was the moment-to-moment first-person combat, was put into a very, very far back seat behind every other thing that they wanted to like stuff in there. 100% healing, and we also get well-fed if we eat it. No, I think I'm ready for just regular snacks. No. Yeah, let's have some bacon. And Mia's gonna have some beer nuts. And Mia's gonna have some Chips Ahoy, question mark. Sauna maintenance key. This key has a faded label on it saying sauna maintenance. Which is somehow not this door. Oh, but there is a computer that we might be able to use to open that door. We've got a container. Everybody shits! A lore book. This dog-eared composition book smells like an outhouse, but the pages are packed with dense lines of chemical formulae. And a holiday catalog. This year we have a fresh selection of poinsettias, pine wreaths, and are proud to introduce a new selection of all-natural deodorants. Hold on, so that's a lore book. I would like to read Everybody Shits. Everybody shits, am I right? You, me, even the patriarch himself has to park his ass in that lighthouse and lighten the load from time to time. But sometimes what goes in don't exactly want to come out. Like them damn army rations you find from time to time. Sure, they'll last damn near forever, but you eat enough of them and your guts turn to concrete. Well, old Dr. Jakes has you covered. This book will offer laxatives you can craft yourself using commonly available resources. Sweets, glucose compounds found in fruits and berries are sure to make your cheeks burst. And then it's got a chemical formula. Salts, sodium and magnesium compounds commonly found in ore deposits are guaranteed to make your neighbors call a hazmat unit. Okay, I don't know that eating lots of heavy metal elemental ores is a great idea. Invictus is saying, I find that games like Rage 2 and Destiny tune up my shooting, and then Souls games tune up my reaction time. Interesting. Like, so I have not played a Souls game, but the reason that I think that's interesting is that the people who engage with and are good at Souls games talk about them not really being reflex-based. What I hear from them is that the combat is actually much slower and more methodical than people might think from looking at it, and that it's more of a game about like recognizing when your window of opportunity is and otherwise being very patient. I apparently cannot interact with these corpses at all. When we raided over to Puppery yesterday, I asked, what run of Elden Ring are you into? And she has lost count. She's played that game so many times. She then, interestingly, also felt like Elden Ring doesn't have the same level of replayability as Sekiro, Bloodborne, or the Dark Souls games. And that, again, was very interesting, because if she's put that many runs into Elden Ring, and she finds that the other games are more replayable for like challenge runs, I wonder how many times that she's played those games. And hello to Force! Force is saying, no, it is. I said you could do it. I've been lurking, but I heard something about metal salts. Okay. That may have been a conversation that we had before. I can only say that, like, before I grind up something that I find, like, metallic in the ground, I would certainly want to check with my local chemist to make sure that I'm not gonna... Because, like, lead, I've heard, tastes good. I'm gonna take people's word on that. You know, I don't want to actually find that out for real life. And Invictus is saying that's probably more accurate, Angel. I know I suck at it. Yeah, I'm very bad at the Dark Souls combat. Experiment in progress. Here we go. So, is it Azric or Marshal Quan at this point? I forget. I think it's Marshal Quan. Can shut down the experiment, but before we do that, let's view the progress logs. Sorry, just coughing real quick. Aspen Ward, gas isotope R372, observed effects, severe coughing, increased agility, increased strength. Death from asphyxiation. Let's shut down experiment. Disabling gas, unlocking airlock. The door is open, the gas is vacated, and a middle-aged man has exited the room.
That's Aspen Ward. What in blazes did they do to him?
He starts coughing violently. Then, after a brief pause, he begins hyperventilating and shaking. Drienne's first aid informs us that it appears to be a side effect of whatever drugs were in the gas. Try to concentrate on slowing your breathing. Slowly, steadily, he calms down and begins breathing normally. His mouth twitches, trying to form words. His brow wrinkles at the sound of his own voice. The gas took his voice, but he is stable. There's nothing more you can do for him. Nothing at all? Jesus. Okay. So before we continue, I'm just going to bring up the map so the game actually pauses and it's not like quietly running in the background. Jody K had said, "Why are pharmacies so stupid? My doctor sent my refill over to CVS on 6/29. I just called because I hadn't heard anything. I ran out of meds on Friday. They're only just now filling it because I called." Hopefully it won't take too long to fill. Like, they're going to, like, count out the correct pills and stuff. But I don't know why they wouldn't have that there and ready for you. Force is saying chances are it might be the insurance company. Yeah, never mind. That's just lazy, says Force. And Jody K says, nope, I pay cash for that prescription because since I switched from BCBS taxes to BCBS Alabama cash with CVS discount is cheaper. And on Texas it was free. Yikes. Like yikes that you don't still get it for free. The corpses of those who could not survive the sauna gas experience have been piled into this corner. This guy was not only locked into a sauna next to an explosive barrel in a chamber full of gas, but had to be there alongside a pile of, like, corpses. I don't feel like they needed to convince me that I wanted to kill Victory Buchanan, but they are certainly giving me more reasons to do that. Okay, just scoping the area out. I feel like we're okay. Azra can pick this lock. Get us some cash and a broken watch. Breather gas tank says, this jury-rigged device looks like it was slapdashedly assembled, held together by duct tape and spit. A gas tank marked with a hazard symbol has been attached to pipes flowing out of the room. Apparently, this was the device that was pumping gas into the sauna. Oh, we could have come here and maybe turned it off here if we couldn't stop the experiment elsewhere. Alright, let's interact with this computer. We have hacked it. The computer display reads, SaniClean Pool Hygiene Monitoring System version whatever. It's been 37,165 days since the last water quality test. Do you wish to test the water quality of your pool now? Yes. Commencing water quality test. Warning, high levels of human blood and other wow, it can recognize human blood specifically. Well, that's great. And other bodily fluids detected. pH level is normal. Do you wish to drain the pool? Yes. Drain cycle. Warning, the presence of human remains in your pool may void your warranty. Contact customer service for details. I feel like after 37,000 days, the pool probably would no longer be chlorinated, and that this would have been a giant disease pit. But a disease pit in which we get a Columbian barrel and $35. Force appears to like the phrase slapdashedly. Jody K is saying it's a thyroid supplement, so not a big deal, but still. And I would agree with Force. I know people who need to take medication to keep their thyroid functioning properly. And although missing one individual dose might not be an issue, maintaining that medication at a consistent and steady level is very valuable.
This is Woodson. What's the status on the hostages?
Well, but not all the hostages, because we can't get into the kill switch room.
I see. So you located and secured all 5 hostages? Outstanding. Commander's gonna love hearing all about this once we get back to the Ranger HQ. Heck, You might even get a medal. Now let's keep your success going. Go take care of business with Victory Buchanan. Eyes sharp, Rangers.
Okay, so I feel like we're being led to go deal with Victory now, and then after that's done, maybe we can go back to the kill switch room and he won't actually set it off. We could, obviously, go in there, see what happens, and then reload. Gosh, So here's the thing. I'm worried that if we don't take care of this, then Victory Buchanan might call them up on the radio and say, kill all the hostages. But no, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to get ready. That, what's-her-face? Piedmont. I don't remember his name. Pizepi said specifically, go take care of Victory Buchanan first. But, okay, so we can't do that from here, though. Or at all. We've been into the vault. We don't know where to slide the hammer. We do have that golden hammer. Impossible. The hammer appears to be a key, something that you can slide into a narrow slot and it will do something for you. I don't remember having seen anything anywhere at any point that indicates it is waiting for a hammer handle to slide into it. Jody K is saying that it takes about a month of not taking it to feel the effects. Yeah, I am unfamiliar with this, so I will defer to your judgment and that of your doctor who does know about this. Jody K is saying, I left my whole bottle in Oklahoma when I was there in January and kept hoping my friend would be able to mail it to me. I finally got a refill called in after a month-ish, and the day after I started the new supplies when I started getting the brain fog. I have questions about your friend. Hey, can you mail me my medication that I need? I'll get around to it.
Feeling much better already,
interesting.
Rangers. I'll set off in a little while.
Just to let you know, we did get into the vault. I don't have a problem with telling this guy.
You did what, Rangers? Oh, I see. You're just keeping the 100 family's treasure safe for them. Clever play, Rangers.
Okay. That dude feels like he has a very, very parasocial relationship with the private property of...
You made me kill you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me skin you and scalp you with a razor. A dirty, rusty razor. You made me happy sometimes. You made me glad. But in the end, baby, you just made me mad.
Alright, well, good for you. Yeah, let's grab... I really like working up Lucia's crit chance, so we're going to do some more of that. And then for skills... Yeah, what do you know? She can take another point in Animal Whisperer. I don't really know how it is that she's been leveling this up so much faster than Mia, even though we started... I guess it's the intelligence that we're dumping into it. So, yes. Soon... Yeah, we don't have Vengeful Bond yet, but we should be able to pick that up next round. What she doesn't have, though, is a pet. I feel like we could probably get back into the gondola, go down. There was like a fox there that we could bring along, but we'll find a pet on the way. Maybe a cyborg chicken. Jody K left my whole body in Oklahoma when I was there in January and kept hoping my friend would be able to... Oh, whole bottle. Sorry. That was the part that I read. He didn't have a vehicle to get it anywhere to mail it in the middle of... Okay, that makes sense. In the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma. And the friend he was staying with wouldn't help him. Okay, so that friend, like... It feels important, is all I'm saying. I need my medication. As soon as he got the RV that I drove up there to help him fix, he helped me with all the stuff I left there. Okay, so your friend is a solid dude. I do not know what the... You can't necessarily run around doing, like, what's it called? Errands for acquaintances of acquaintances. Like, we all have things that we need to do. But, hey, I forgot my medication. Can you make a one-time trip in and, you know, help mail that to me? I feel like I would make time for that. His friend wanted him out of the house, but wouldn't do anything to help him get out faster. Might boot this game up once I'm bored of Anthem for the day. Invictus, I really think that you're going to like it. If you haven't played it already, and you might have mentioned playing it earlier, also, Invictus, in case I forget to mention it to her, do let Mia know that you were formerly Alec Max. And then Jody K says, while my friend spent the whole time there, he was helping renovating. I don't understand the way that people treat other people. Your friend is saying they're helping to renovate, and then friend B wants him out, and then doesn't help at all with that. That sounded like an explosion.
Oh no. Okay. I surrender, I guess. Good job at saving all those hostages. To be honest, I really didn't want to kill them. Like, not at all. In my defense, I told you it was Vic's orders. I didn't want to kill anyone. But I can help you now that you're here, right? I can give you the key to Vic's place.
Okay. Why would I not want to kill this guy? We came up to the door. We said, you don't have to do this. He said, well, but yeah, I kind of feel like I should do this. And he says he didn't want to kill anybody, but that doesn't change the fact that he was going to be willing to kill people. Then again, we're willing to kill people all the time, including this dude. You know what's going to be the tiebreaker for me? The fact that we did specifically promise the gift that we were going to try to limit the amount of killing that there was. So, hand it over. Man, I want to take it from force. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. But I'm trying to surrender and, like, you gotta let me, right?
Moving slow, he reaches for the chain hanging around his neck, he unfastens it and tosses it over to you.
I remember Victory's boys. This one's harmless compared to them, and he's nothing next to Vic himself.
Eyes closed, hands shaking, he awaits your judgment. Oh, okay, we can arrest him. Yep, that's the perfect middle ground.
Wow, I was like mega sure I was dead there. You're good people. I mean that. Ow.
Flexing his skinny shoulders, he smiles up at you while cringing. It's an impressive feat. What were you doing in here anyway?
Oh, I was supposed to check in with our guys and keep Vic informed about the prisoners. You know, let Vic know which torture methods were working well and which weren't.
Oh, sorry, I had missed Caroluna's comment earlier. I'm sure that the money that we fished out of the disease pool has no trace stuffs in them. Yeah, you really want to wash your hands before and after you spend that. So, you knew what they were doing to Aspen Ward the whole time. You were just... This guy was acting out of self-preservation. It doesn't necessarily mean that he was... Like, self-preservation doesn't mean condoning what's going on. These people were crazy, and they were violent, and they were crazy and violent all of the time. But still, you just standing around while they were tortured?
Yes, but that wasn't my fault. Vic told them to do it, and it's not like I could stop them if I wanted to.
This guy. What can you tell us about this place?
Not much, boss. I mean, the hostages were spread all over this place, and we dumped the people Vic killed in the storage room. Vic's in his dad's old suite. He's got some of his tougher friends in there, the ones who always pick on me, you know? As for your ranger friends, let's see. 2 of them were being tortured, but I don't know where Vic put them. You probably already saw the radio guy, Woody or whatever. And the green chick is in the lab with Gift. That's the breather lady.
Let's talk about Vic.
Sure thing, boss. What do you want to know?
What are his weaknesses? Almost like he's a video game boss.
Well, he's pretty tough and good with bombs and guns. I've known him a long time, and he ain't afraid of much, but he does a lot of drugs, a ton of drugs, and he likes to lock himself up to be alone when he does, like now.
What's he doing here? What's his plan?
Oh, well, he wants to take over Colorado Springs. Everyone knows that. Ain't even a secret. He's gonna take his army, that's us, and the breathers, and we're gonna storm the walls, maybe attack it from within. It kinda depends on Vic's mood.
I'll just call out real quickly, if this guy's lines sound like they are being played at very different volumes, I'm not touching anything. I'm hearing the same thing that you are. That sounds like a really shitty plan.
I probably ain't explaining it right. Oh, I forgot one part. All the plans basically have us sabotaging stuff while the breathers take on the Patriarch's marshals, like as cannon fodder, you know? That way we don't get hurt. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that last part. It was told to me in confidence. Don't tell the breathers I said anything.
Don't stop now, Ash. What else did you hear in confidence?
Vic wants to use the breather gases on the people in Colorado Springs, like to make them calm, compliant. Vic's been having the guys run experiments on the captives.
His mouth twitches.
And that's all, okay? That's all I know. Please keep all that to yourself. I don't want to get in trouble.
You can almost admire the degree of just craven cowardice that this guy evinces. Like, that's the thing. We know that as long as he was in this room, he was actually willing to do what Vic said. This guy's not big on betrayal. He is big on, once he has no other options, he's going to, like, completely roll over and show his belly. Ash is an interesting name.
Oh, I came up with it myself. I had a dream once about how ash, like the nuclear ash, was falling from the sky, and it's sort of become my philosophy like. I think the ash is gonna fall again like the final deluge religion says, and like, kill us all? So there's no real point in worrying about it.
That is not at all what the deluge is about.
Hey, it's just what I believe, that's all. I ain't saying you're wrong, and you can't say I'm wrong.
We have to stay. We have to go now. Our home planet needs us.
You got it, boss. I'll just stay right here.
All right, but I am going to take out everything in your room. So I guess we got the key to get into that locked door that we can't get in any other way. So yes, this was the correct thing to do, it turns out. Commando armor and composite armor. Let's just take a quick look to see if anybody can get armored up. I feel like we're relatively good in that department. Now, Jab was noting that money is pretty filthy anyway, and Jody K is saying it helps build our immune systems. Unless you are playing a Division game, in which case handling the money is very, very bad for your immune system, as well as every other system that you might have. For anybody that doesn't like follow that, there is like the main story of the Division is somebody paints a smallpox virus onto a bunch of like. Is it $5 bills or $20 bills? And just like releases them into the American commerce system right at the height of Black Friday. Okay. It's been a minute. Let's put down a real save. I don't really regret how this has gone, so we're going to overwrite our little hell save. And then let's just check armors. Like, who do we know is good on armor? We know Mia's all set. Oh, yeah, we can definitely do Azaric. Like, Azaric is last to get armor upgrades, but let's just see, is this... Yeah, we didn't even mod this. Okay, let me just double check. Oh, no, wait, Drienne gets the armor before Azaric does, because Drienne is going to take damage in a way that Azaric doesn't. So we're going to... Oh, look how svelte that is now. They look great. And then the Spectrum Assault Legs, which give a lot of combat speed thanks to the Accelerator Skeleton. We'll leave that as it is. Blobbly is all armored up with his composite armor and his upgrade to it. Commando armor and Commando legs. Check, check, and check, check. Okay, so Blobbly, can we do better... Azaric, I mean. Can we do better pants for you? Commando legs are... Way, way better. Now we're gonna lose that initiative bonus unless we like replace it with like a mod. Oh, which he had. Actually, yeah, the plus 35 initiative came from the Elasto Springs. So that is just fine. Yep. And then his helmet gives him the plus 2% critical chance. Commando helmet. Okay, now wait a second. Why have we not... So, this helmet gives him the plus 2% critical chance. Oh, and the range damage bonus. Okay, I take it back. There's a couple things on this that I really like. And that does have a mod in it as well. So... do I really not have better armor in here? Tank armor, tactical armor... composite armor is too heavy for him. Alright, well we're not going to mod his chest armor because we're going to replace that, but this level 20 commando legs, what can we do for a nice mod here? More evasion, not bad, but the -5 hit chance makes it no-go. Okay, what can we craft for better armor mods for leg stuff? The accelerator skeleton, does have some cool benefits to it, but I don't have a personnel drive. And it's mostly more speed, and Azric doesn't move around. I guess this would help him move around, but I'm not sure that I want to take that -10% evasion. That is chest, leg. Okay, so here we're getting into evasion. So I just said no to the hit chance, but plus 10% evasion and armor, so plus 2 armor does seem pretty good. Chest... yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. This is an armor mod. So here's the Elasto Springs. This is what we had in his old armor, plus 35% initiative. At a minimum, we would upgrade that to something better. That's head. This is chest. Leg armor. Plus 100% to initiative, but -2 armor. I don't think... well, I mean, even as I say that, he's still getting more armor than he had before. Let's pin Hermes coils. We're going to think about that. Personnel drive. See, I like the plus... this seems way better, the personnel drive, and then we could theoretically even get it up to an accelerator skeleton. No, I don't like the -2 invasion, but this would be pretty good. I just don't have an exo knee to build it with. Chest armor, chest armor, chest armor... leg armor. Initiative plus 70%. Armor -1. Now this one's better than the armor -2 or whatever. I would take this, but again, I don't have Elasto Springs to craft it with. And the reason that I care about that is I'm looking to see if I don't want to put something in now, what am I saving up for? And then there's this one. Evasion plus 6% and plus 1 armor. I'm going to put this in. Wait, I think I have plenty of these, don't I? Yeah, I have plenty of these. I think I've bought them and crafted them and, like, made way too many. So, yeah, let's do that. More evasion for Azaric. We've got our armor in there. I feel like everybody's ready to go. So, this is it. This is the big boss fight. And I would like to... have Marshal Quan have a snack of some kind. We'll give him a Snickers. No, we'll give him an Eternitart. Use item. Okay. Oh, Jody K is taking off. Jody K says, gotta go. Have fun, y'all. Jody K, have a great evening. Evening, what am I saying? At least where we are, it's just a little bit afternoon. Invictus was saying that that's effective, the dollar bill thing. Yeah, and what's interesting is that if you ever go back and play The Division, either one of them, Division 1 or Division 2, their prescience on what, like, pro-vaccination messages, like how they would look on, like, bus stops and buses and, like, the outsides of buildings, were incredibly... like, their prescience was on point, because that's exactly how, like, the kind of advertisements and promotions that we saw in the real world to get vaccinated against COVID-19. In their case, it was just regular flu. So they were drawing a lot of... like, there wasn't time in the Division universe for people to be slapping up posters to get inoculated against this smallpox variant because there was no inoculation against it. But at the time, it went up right around, like late fall. So one of the things that they were doing was putting up things like, hey, get vaccinated against the flu. And yeah, there's a lot of that signage there. And it was still interesting to me when people retroactively decided that that was a political statement when, like, all of that stuff, as it always had been, was just there in the world. But people were mistaking it as, like, COVID-19 vaccination messages. Jody K is saying to Guys Invictus, that depends on the virus. Smallpox only lasts about 1 week on fabric. Some viruses longer. Canine parvo can survive a year or so in direct sunlight in dry soil, and some shorter. HIV dies quickly to the outside the body. Yeah, in the case of the fiction of The Division 2, a week on the semi-fabric, like the quasi-woven fabric that dollar bills are made out of, and it's like part paper and part fabric. It's like there's an interesting construction to it, if I understand correctly. But a week would have been well more than enough to get a lot of cash passed around during Black Friday. Okay, we're gonna do it. Use Patriarch Wing Key. This is the big fight. I'm really trying to think in second guess, is there anything else that we wanted to do? I don't feel like it. Yeah, Drienne is ready to go. Might use a smoke grenade on Azaric. Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's go.
This message is from my people. Strangers, cover your ears. How the fuck are we supposed to take Colorado Springs if you can't handle a band of waste trash? I'm fucking disappointed. I really am. I'm in a picture-taking mood, guys.
Okay. I thought that we'd actually get nailed before now, but it's gone okay. And yes, I do see that circle coming. Okay. Only Marshal Quan gets to go. So I think what we're going to do is our good old-fashioned blinding spot. And we are... blinding shot, rather. We are running low on energy cells. Okay, we cannot hit anyone else from here. So instead what we'll do is just set up an ambush. And I'm not going to worry about a blinding shot right now. Let's just do an ambush shot. Ow.
You thieves.
That is blah blah blah, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, this sucks.
Nice save. Thanks.
Oh, derp. I could have tried to disable these turrets before the combat started. I never even looked. Jab is saying, well, you would have to take in the time to infect and then how long the distribution would take, including transport. I am no master of the Division 2, like, fiction, but my understanding is that in a very sort of Tom Clancy spy story style, the infection was basically on contact with the paper, and what they did was, like, go around to a lot of stores and, like, pay for things with the money, so then it's in the register, and then the cashiers get sick, and as the money then changes hands back out of that register, and I think it was $20 bills because those are the most common in circulation, so they figured that would be the easiest to get passed around. But I am I played the first Division very extensively, and the second one somehow less so, even though I probably put more hours into it. I've never, like, finished all of the story or all of the regions. So, Drienne is very important to us right now. We want Drienne to... We can't necessarily do anything about the poison, but we can mitigate its effects to a very high degree. Drienne is also poison themselves. I would like... Okay. Yeah, let's use a thing on Drienne. Lucky mega crit. And then, yeah, let's get back out here. I don't think that Drienne can really afford to, like, just take cover. Blah 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 has taken a lot of hits, but not near enough. I think that our goal is going to be to not pay very much attention to the turrets. We'd rather have Mia turn them off, and maybe I should do that next. Mia, what are your odds of, like... Yeah, Mia can't really, like, hit this guy down, not with 22 armor. Which brings us back to Lucia. Lucia, can you knock off some of this armor? We're going to give it our very best trick shot. 94% chance to hit. That's a hit. Switch to your real weapon. Take off a whole bunch of that armor. Body shot. Awesome! Okay, that's super. I don't like having her just sit inside the gas cloud. Okay, now, Mia, go take one of those turrets right offline. It's a special kind of Mia murder, where we don't have to worry about... Can we do this? Oh, we can. This is great. Okay, so Mia didn't get to swing her weapon very much, but she does get to take out 2 enemies on her turn. And Azric might just be able to do something similar. Only a 69% chance on that guy. And the only thing over there was that... No, there's this guy as well. So yeah, 55% chance here. I think that Nox Bomber is just going to continue to, like, throw down... Like, just shoot poisonous rockets at us. So... Still... Although we hit this, like, almost 3 out of every 4 times, let's do an ambush shot, because he's going to hit that 100% of the time. And now, Blah Blah Blah. Well, Blah 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 gets... Ooh, there's lots of dudes up here. Blah 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 likes lots of dudes, because he does a lot of group damage, specifically suppressing fire. But we can somehow only hit 1 dude here. Okay. Back out of suppressing fire, then. How about flamethrower attack? Nope, that's much too short of a range. That's okay. Blah 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 can... He can toss a grenade up here, but grenades are actually not that great for damage. I'm not sure what role grenades are supposed to serve, at least the regular frag grenades. I guess if you have, like, 3 or 4 guys, you can probably do pretty well. Oh, and I'm just now seeing that there's actually a tripwire there as well. So let's try to remember not to do that. Guys is asking, is there a quote command? Can we quote Blah 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 likes lots of dudes? So people usually just, like, highlight them. Like, use the chat highlight, which I think is like 100 chat points. And then we'll usually look back for that. As Guy said, it's a special kind of Mia murder. No need for consequences. And Job stopped using cash during COVID. I stopped using cash, by and large, prior to that, just because it was so convenient to have my card on me. But yeah, the world of COVID has made me even less likely to want to handle items that a lot of other people have handled. And I am... Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can take out the guy who has better striking distance on us. It's not just the splash on the ground, it's that he is literally missed in the air during Blah Blah Blah's attack. And now Marshal Quan. And here's the trouble with Marshal Quan. Yeah, if we... Yeah, Marshal Quan can move a very good distance up here. 44%. Yep. Okay, so if we move Marshal Quan up here, he gets a free attack and a very high hit percentage on this guy. Done. But now the question is, okay, and he actually got all of his points back, which is great. I feel like maybe what we want to do is, I'm very concerned that Marshal Quan is going to get dead from this, but let's bring him up here because this shot seems too good not to take. And now we've got one more shot. Take it. Yep. Okay. I wasn't sure that was going to kill him. In fact, I didn't think it was, but I figured it was better than just leaving him alive to do whatever he wanted.
Thank you kindly.
Okay. So far, this is going super well. I mean, like, yeah, we took a lot of damage from the thing, but Mia getting the turrets down was a big plus because now our pets can just focus on these dudes. But yeah, look how far Mia can run. Can we? Yes, we can. Okay. Mia, come. Well, then again, hold on. Before we move Mia all the way up there, Azaric, can you shoot this guy? Out of range. Wow. Very, very few people are ever out of range from Azaric. Guys is saying that he... Oh, and hello to Crow. Stands in the door with cape flapping majestically. And I assume like backlighting, like maybe some mist creeping in the door from behind you. I have returned. But, Invictus was saying that he handles cash for living, aka fast food. Yeah, in a lot of vocations, it cannot be avoided. I was not particularly careful about this during the many, many years that I worked in various forms of cashier jobs. But especially today, I would say, you know, if you can find a way to make it work with gloves, certainly do. I can envision that working with coins would be very difficult from there. So at that point, it's just don't touch your face. Try to keep your hands to themselves until you can wash them. And that can be very difficult to do over a long shift. So it's more of theoretical advice than practical advice. Okay, I would like to keep Drienne. Drienne's already poisoned. I would like to... Oh, interesting. I never paid attention to the fact that it's also a negative to how much gets healed. But... yeah, hold on. Okay, let's just do this. Awesome.
Kill my personal guard. They were my best friends from fucking childhood, man. Holy shit. I can't remember their names.
I'm gonna pop some antidotes. Azaric is okay. Drienne is not okay. Blah 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 is not okay. Marshal Quan is not okay. And Lucia is not okay. Yeah, and like those status effects, like they're on for like a minute, which doesn't sound so bad, except they're just constantly taking damage throughout all that time. Okay, mask, yep, got it. Dupe. And then some tank legs, but at this point, tank legs were so good for so long, and now it's like, oh, tank legs. Like, we've got way better stuff than that now. Oh, hello. There's a door over here. I didn't see that there was a door here. Now, the only problem is that, like, Polly, Major Tomcat, and Provost are all, like, also poisoned, but as far as I know, there is no capacity to use antidotes on them. Yeah, Clone is still poisoned. Invictus, can you believe that Rage 2 is made by the makers of Doom? Well, I certainly can, because that was, like, it uses the id Tech engine, but that's a different development team, I think, than the ones that made Rage 1. Because that was, like... Did Bethesda make Rage 1? Who developed Rage 1? I know that Bethesda published it, but I don't remember who did the development on it. Was that also, id? Gwendolyn Reed. She is seated, hands locked into fists, sweating in the blazing heat from the fire. A glass of water lies untouched on the table behind her. A headless corpse slumps in a chair further down the table. She ignores it. 2 empty chairs are labeled with reserved signs. She ignores these as well. She's glaring at you.
Gwendolyn Reed. She's head of the Reed family, and my ex-boyfriend's mother. She's terrible. To everyone.
So Invictus is saying that id Software did both. Okay, I couldn't remember. I can say that I've heard better things about Rage 2 than Rage 1, and the fact that that's the one that Jab goes back to, I feel like that also speaks well of it. Grumpy's saying, I can't remember when I used cash last. Between Apple Pay, cards, and Venmo-like apps, I don't even use checks myself. I have the bank cut them out for me now.
You're not one of Victory's thugs. They at least look dangerous. Ah, you're the Rangers that Saul Buchanan sent for. Months ago, if I recall. Where are my daughters? Are they safe?
Okay, so Jab has clarified, and this sounds closer to what I was thinking. Jab said that id did all of Rage 1. Avalanche did Rage 2 with id doing the combat. And before we continue on with this conversation with Gwendolyn, who I don't think I'm going to get along with, Avalanche... So there's a couple different companies that are named Avalanche. There's like Avalanche and then also Avalanche Studios, which is a completely different company, and I might be misremembering their names, but I believe that... Is it correct, Jab, that the company that did Rage 2 is the same company that did the Just Cause games? Because it is increasingly interesting to me that, like, Mad Max was made by that company, and Mad Max was really good. And if it is correct that Rage 2 was made by that company, I've at least heard that that's very good. And Just Cause 3 and 4 are so disappointing. Like, so disappointing. And hello to Debauchery, who said they should add that there were like 6,000 side quests that we had to take care of first before we saved your family. It would be great to bring that up in conversation, wouldn't it? It took us time to get to Colorado and we were ambushed, or yes, we rescued them. But in truth, I do not feel like being defensive to her. It seems like she's had a rough time, but we've heard from multiple people now that this person is just bred to be unpleasant. So no, we rescued them.
Victory had me sitting here for days, threatening to fill those empty chairs with my headless daughters, while you frolicked in the snow. I will have words with Saul Buchanan about the punctuality of his servants. Make no mistake. Now go take care of his infantile son, if you can even manage that.
You remember Lucia, don't you? Like, it's just like pleasant introductions.
What are you doing?
She turns a frozen smile. Oh, was this... I don't know the circumstance of their breakup. I thought that he... Okay.
We'll get you out of this, Mrs. Reed. I promise.
As if your word means a stone nickel to me, Lucia Wesson.
Mrs. Reed didn't approve of Isaac and me. As if I wasn't good enough for her coward of a son.
You know she can still hear you. Who's the dead man at the table?
My younger brother. Victory Buchanan found it amusing to saw off my brother's head in front of me. He left the corpse to keep me company. And also, as he put it, in case I got very hungry.
Why do you think he forced you to sit here?
It is some petty revenge for a well-deserved slight I paid him at some dinner or another years ago. What a small man.
Okay, in fairness, I'm not going to have her feel responsible for this, because Victor Buchanan doesn't need any excuses at all to brutalize people.
I embarrassed him by asking him a simple question he had no answer to, then told him he didn't deserve a place at the table. This, I suppose, is his little joke.
What can you tell us about his operation?
I have been sitting here motionless for days, you witless buffoons. Answering his questions and denying any association with his lawless sister Liberty, who he is convinced is plotting his downfall. As if he needed any help.
Jab is saying that he believes it is the same company that did Mad Max. Yeah, Mad Max was a great game. I had a very good time with that one. And despite, like, honestly really thinking that I would, I never did wind up seeing, like, Fury Road. I really, like, I had every intent of watching that movie while I was doing the playthrough so I could talk about it, and then just never had a chance. This head has been freshly severed. Based on the facial features, you can tell this was a member of the Reed family. That must be Azric's high perception, aided by the fact that we were literally just told who that was. Oh, hey, here's a fox. Lucia. Charm animal. Okay. Okay, so Lucia's, like, having a fox gives her leadership range plus 6 meters. That is not helpful. What it does make me want to do is give Drienne a fox companion, because that would be helpful for Drienne. Mostly, though, it just makes me want to change up the animal that is following Lucia. So I got very... I don't know why at some point I decided that her... like, it was pronounced Lucia. I feel like somebody said that at some point, but maybe I'm just wrong. Okay, and that is... Nope, that's a different room altogether. Okay, just making the rounds, making sure that I've touched on everything. A sniper rifle, and not a great one. So, it's just junk. I'd say Gwendolyn Reed, I was expecting, like, at least from a voice acting perspective, somebody rather older, since she's like the head of the 100 families, but sure, whatever.
Hey, strangers! Shit! It took you long enough to get here.
Open the door, we have business to settle with you.
Rangers, let's not waste time talking. We should put this monster down.
Play it safe, Rangers. We want him alive.
Yeah, come on in. Let's have some fun, huh?
I think the Patriarch wants him alive.
Wow. Hey, look who it is, Clarence. Daddy's Rangers. In the flesh.
The Rangers? I heard they were a bunch of little fucking chicken shits.
Did you hear what happened to my little brother? Oh, fucking hilarious. I know it was hard to get here, and no offense, but you can fuck right off back to Colorado Springs and tell Daddy you failed. I like it here.
So, although I'm curious about who is Clarence, I feel like that sort of plays into his game. This guy really, really loves the sound of his own voice, almost as much as he likes dyeing his pencil mustache. So, let's get straight to it. Put down your weapons and surrender.
Rangers, I have to level with you. That sounds fucking boring. Why would I do that?
The gift turned on you. Your breather cronies won't help you now. We freed the Rangers you've been holding. Even if you kill us, they're coming for you next. Now, kiss ass is be smart. Your father will keep sending people. You have nowhere left to run. What are your chances? First aid is, we can tell from looking at your eyes that you've been using those gases. We need to get you to a doctor. Does this man seem amenable to reason? Does he seem like somebody who's going to be won over by logic? And he doesn't care about being killed either. So let's appeal to what I feel like would be his sense of, like, boredom. That if he keeps doing this, he's going to have to go through these attacks again and again and again. Be smart, your father will keep sending people.
Oh, that does sound tough. But I'm not worried. Not as long as I got my Good buddy, Clarence here.
Clarence? Clarence? Oh, no! Oh, Clarence! He was 2 days away from retirement! That's just me then, huh? Fine. You got me, Rangers. Now what?
Oh god, I want to kill this dude. Like, can't we just bring most of him back to Saul Buchanan? Surrender.
Oh, that it? Sure thing, officers. Oh, but hold on. Before you slap the cuffs on, I have a... what's the word? A proposition for you. Don't lock me up. Take me with you. And I'll give you the VIP tour of Daddy's Kingdom. Everyone here knows me. Everyone's fucking terrified of me. And that means they'll be terrified of you.
Okay, our guarantee is that he would stab us in the back. So what's interesting is that it does feel like he's being offered up as like another party member, which would be a really interesting way to go through the back part of this game. But we are going to just arrest him. No, not welcome to the team. It's possible he'd be a party member. It's possible that he'd be an NPC like Provost, but I actually dislike this guy very much. I get to his whole like hoo 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 I'm the Joker thing, but no, you're out of your mind. No way.
Well, at least I tried. Take me away from all this, officer.
Copy November 1, this is Ranger HQ. Go ahead.
Time to put this sick fuck behind bars.
Hell yeah, November. I'll sleep much better at night knowing he's behind bars. Over and out.
I noticed that he did reattach Clarence's head on his way out. I will confess, I did not see that coming. I thought that Clarence might be somebody like important to the 100 Families, but yep, there's a toaster repair. Here's the reason I don't want to take toaster repair. I feel like as soon as I start putting points into toaster repair, I'm going to feel responsible to like look up a guide, list of toaster locations in Wasteland 3, and then like go back around to get all the goodies that I couldn't get. And I'm not saying that's not going to happen. I'm just saying I don't really want to do that. Now, here is a very interesting energy-based assault rifle for Marshal Quan, and probably nobody else. Bullets from this cryotech marvel will deliver impact damage, then freeze any organs they hit. It's especially good. It's a very high-level assault rifle, especially good against humans. But I really like his current gun as well. And then we've got Best Boss. Permanently increases leadership by 1. Well, I'm pretty sure that Drian's leadership... No, it's not maxed out. I don't think that it is. Advanced Materials Mag. A smaller, lightweight magazine that can make reloads faster when it counts. Oh, cool. We can craft that now. And then Patient Report, Saul Buchanan. Recent medical evaluation of the Patriarch written by Dr. Nash Parker. Why do I get the feeling that he is in the greatest physical health of anyone who has ever run to be the Patriarch? The Patriarch is 7 feet tall and exactly 200 pounds of pure muscle. All of his endocrine systems are running better than anyone has ever seen in the entire world, and he is likely to live to be 200 years old. Where do I find that particular thing? Is it not under miscellaneous? Did I skip past it? It's a lore book, right? Okay, hold on a second. Okay, yep, no, I read Jib Jav's joke book. Here it is. Wow, they sort of buried that in there. Patient continues to experience tremors in both hands, muscular rigidity, and loss of balance. I have observed cognitive changes as well, such as irritability, impaired judgment and decision-making, and moderate depression. All symptoms are worsening at a steady rate. It is my opinion that Mr. Buchanan is suffering from the so-called shaking palsy, for which there is no cure. At the current pace of symptom progression, I would estimate that Mr. Buchanan will be completely incapacitated within 2 or 3 years. Dementia is also likely. In my professional judgment, Saul Buchanan is no longer fit to carry out the responsibilities of his office. A successor should be found as soon as possible. Nash Parker, MD. Okay, that's interesting because he has not given, that I remember, any outward signs of developing any sort of like chronic illness. By the look of it, this map of Colorado has been crumpled many, many times. You smooth out the wrinkles and see 3 women's names and some directions beneath them, written in plain capitalized letters, probably by the patriarch himself. At the top of the map is a single word: Graves.
I know those names. Those are the poor ladies who married the patriarch. Every last one of them dead.
Let's read about Cleo. Aspen, outside ski shop. The patriarch's handwriting is slanted, rushed, almost dismissive. Let's go with Laura. It is difficult to read these small smeared letters. Colorado Springs, Northwest Park, quince bushes. And then Livia. The name hovers around a circle surrounding a remote location outside Colorado Springs. The patriarch's letters are smaller here than elsewhere, near the Hoon's residence. So, this feels very much like a new quest to go, like, find these bodies, and one of them is nearby if it said, like, Aspen. That was Cleo, right? Aspen outside the ski shop. Step away from the map. Oh, but, like, I'm not going to remember where to look. Okay. So let's just go. I'm going to make a quick note with my pen that doesn't work. So give me 1 second here. And not that pen because it's a big permanent marker. Okay. So it was Aspen. Ski shop. Then it was Colorado Springs. The quince bushes. And then it was the Hoon residence. I was hoping it was going to give us a quest marker that we could follow, but no such luck. Empty bottles of pain medicine and alcohol surround the sink. Someone's been either having a really good time or a really bad time. Okay, and we found some of this, and... Whoa! A level 22 revolver. Damn it. I think this is probably substantially better than the fully upgraded revolver that we gave to Lucia. Oh, man, because I just gave her that, and she's gotten a lot of, like, mileage out of it, but this is a weaponized flare gun. Fires globs of potassium that burn at over 1,000 degrees. Oh, okay, hold on. It's not all bad, because this uses energy cells. And those are actually very expensive. So we got that going. However, it does also demonstrate that it's a nice energy weapon that she could use, and that makes me want to give her weird science. Now, before I play the tape, Carolyn was saying, with a person like that, how in the world did that end up without battle? I guess he just... my guess is that he just has enough self-preservation to know that, like, he puts on a big show of being crazy and is probably, like, impaired by some of the gas that he's been huffing, but there's still enough of him inside to say, I won't continue to be able to having fun nailing people's feet to the wall and sitting them at a dinner table with their beheaded brethren if I'm dead. And that's sort of like his whole deal. Okay, guys, Invictus needs to step out, needs to do some stuff. It was awesome to reconnect with you, and yeah, please, like, if I forget, do let Mia know that you are formerly Alec Max. I have all sorts of questions on how you lost access to your account, but hopefully things are going well and you have a great day.
That's right. Breathe it in. All the way in. Taste that shit. Like No pain, no hunger. Just like a dream.
Dream. Yes.
This is my gift to you. You understand? Do as I say, and you can stay in the dream forever.
Obey, Dream Giver. Obey.
That's right. Just keep breathing and leave the rest to me.
Now, the only other question that I have is, do we have any sense, like, my guess is that the ski lodge is going to be all the way down the gondola. Like, we're going to see it on our way out if we want to check for that body. Also, there's no guarantee that these are not corpses that we've already found and just didn't know. Like, maybe if you don't have a very high perception, now you can return there and there'll be some extra things that you can dig up. Nope, that's the room where we just found that. Yeah, we've done everything here. The only other thing is that I might want to stop in and say hello to the gift at the lab. Because it's sort of done now, and I don't know how she's going to feel about this.
Rangers, my people tell me it's done. Aspen will go dark again. Maybe for good this time. The Patriarch has his son back. Maybe he'll keep him this time. I'm glad. The breathers can leave now to find their own path. Into the mountains. Away from violence. Goodbye, Rangers.
And do we know what happened with What's-Her-Face? Looks like someone has been studying the effects of the breather gas on the human body. It also looks like they may have been breathing the gas when they wrote their notes. Whoa. Harmonious Crow is both working and also lurking here. Well, much appreciated. Hopefully we can make the workday go by a little bit faster. I hope that you're, like, less tired than you were. It's certainly miserable if you have to both work and you're exhausted. I did not see a chainsaw here before. Oh, okay, we finally found where the gold-plated hammer goes. It goes into that fireplace. Someone went hog wild with this chainsaw. There's so much blood and body parts, it's hard to tell which limbs belong to which corpse. And here we have Patriarch's prototype hammer. So the previous hammer was just a key. This is the real deal. The design of the Patriarch's hammer was subject to several rounds of revision. And so this seems like it's probably like a super good blunt weapon. And the problem with that is, let's actually compare it. Hold on. And now, of course, it's somewhere else. There it is. So, it is, in fact, way more damage. It's also got higher penetration. Did I even upgrade this? No. Okay. So, the bummer here is that I really, really like the fact that Mia is running around hitting people with an engine block. it's so cool. But, this weapon does its low end of damage is substantially higher than the other weapon's high end. Like this is a crazy amount of more damage that this does. It's got a higher penetration. It is the same along every other axis. It can no longer apply burning, which is nice but hardly critical, and instead it has reckless attack. And if it hurts everyone around, including Mia. We don't ever need to use that and still reap the benefits of this. So, fare thee well, Engine Block Sledge. I will miss you very much, but we have to do... Oh, it's so stupid. It's so ugly. It's so much better. Can I, like, cosmetically change it to look like the engine block? I really like that weapon. Okay, well, that was a cool find nonetheless.
Starting to wonder if Vic got you. Good to see you getting shit done, November. I'll radio HQ and get them to send us some transport. See you there.
Yeah, ditto. You're all right.
Before you head out, I have something to ask you.
Pizzepi, that's the name I couldn't remember.
If I go back to Ranger HQ now, I'll probably end up in a room doing lab work. To be honest, I'm kind of tired of research. I'd rather take my chances out there with you. There are some things you just can't learn in the lab, you know? So, can I join your squad?
If I had open thoughts, I would, but for better or worse, I'm actually really attached to both Lucia and Marshal Kwan now. Like, they're part of the family. I'm sorry we're full.
No worries. I understand.
And Rook had nothing to say at all?
What a day. Oh, I need a fucking drink.
Nope. Okay. Hardy Knox looks back at the spit, shivering with the cold but afraid of the flames. And yeah.
God protect and preserve you, strangers.
Okay, so we could get a different animal companion for Lucia. So let's try to do that. Well, yeah, I know that she does, but do we have to have the fox with us at all times? The fox chitters softly and looks up at you. Well, we're gonna scratch. The fox emits a vibrato purr. We have to go our separate ways. The fox's tail switches fitfully and it looks away. Bye. Bye, fox. Okay, let's get a rabbit. Because the trouble is that the fox bonus doesn't help us out. Now we have Hair Flare, initiative plus 20%. Keep your wits out there. You don't want to become somebody's lucky rabbit paw. My only other question is, can rabbits attack? Because that would be very surprising. It's kind of the whole thing about being a rabbit. Crow is saying that her workday is going smoothly. It's good doctor today. And don't have to focus as much on him as he is so easy and clear. Well, that's good. Okay, so we did gain with the 100 families, +5. We're still disliked. It might be per hostage. Okay, that brought us up to neutral. And... oh, that's it. As with any profession, the people that I have known who have worked with, like, general practitioners and other specialty doctors will report a wide variety of... none of these. Maybe that's the ski lodge? The lodge? However, it feels to me in passing... oh! Yeah, no, nobody has level 7 charm animal. It feels to me like from the stories that I've heard, the nice doctors, the ones that are easy and good to get along with, they're great. The ones that are awful to get along with are terrible. So I would be interested in your thoughts on that, but that's something that I've heard. I have a friend who works in, like, works for an organization that does IT support for a lot of different medical centers. And again, we'll work with ones with doctors that are attentive and interested to learn and to interact to make sure that things go as smoothly as possible, and others that will reliably break the same things in the same way over and over and over and over again, and can borderline not be talked out of being terrible. So, yeah, so hold on. We just got this rabbit, but now I sort of want to see if we can make friends with this doe. Where's the rabbit? Because we have to say goodbye to the rabbit. Can we scratch the rabbit behind the ears? Yes, pat the head. The rabbit rises onto its hind legs and squeaks appreciatively. You'll have to stay here now. Okay, let's... Okay, no, but everybody... Oh, actually, we can make friends with the stag. Screw you, Doe. We want stag. Rack attack. This is... Oh, a melee damage bonus. That's so much better. That's so much better for Mia. So, I'm actually going to keep this animal because I believe that we can swap around animals when we're back at Ranger HQ. And I want to bring Stag along. Oh, and wait a second. Mia, I don't think that Mia has high enough level yet. What level is Mia's skills for Animal Whisperer? So, not yet. What was it? Level 6, I think? Hopefully next time. A plus 20% for Mia. Like, look, man, I really like, what's his face? But the Scrappy Tabby. But a plus 20% melee bonus. That is too good to pass up. So we are outside what I believe to be the lodge, the Welcome Lodge, and I don't see anything that is more grave-like than what we've seen previously. Toast repair. We've been through the computer. I'm looking for other doors, by the way, because obviously he wouldn't have buried his wife inside. But yeah, I don't see like a back door, like a little like courtyard that we can go visit. So Harmonious Crow is saying that Mia could get the rabbit, so you keep the initiative bonus. So here's the trouble with that. That does seem like it'd be cool. Mia is actually full up on animal companions because Mia has Polly the Polly the parrot, and also Scrappy Tabby the... Why am I forgetting his name? Major Tomcat. So, like, we can't have any more. And what I'd like to do is maybe pass Tomcat on to Lucia. Okay, you know what? We might be able to do that now, though. I'm going to save it. Yeah, so we did a save. Okay, let's try that. But then again... I think that Stag requires a higher level than we can do. Yeah. I'll tell you what, let's try it, because I just saved it. If we screw this up, we can do it. Okay, Lucia, talk to Stag. Stomps a foot into the ground, stroke the antlers, which you can't really, like, feel, and then you'll have to hang back. Now, Mia, can you say goodbye to Major Tomcat? Time for you to head out. Okay, stop following us. Okay, so maybe we can do this. Lucia, can you... Okay, we can give Major Tomcat a smoke, but actually, I would actually want to have Azaric pick this up, because Lucia can fill her own bar. That's her whole build. That's what she does all the time. But getting a higher strike rate for Azaric so they can do more precision strikes, that's where the money is. So, Animal Whisperer, will you follow us again? Okay. So this is working, except for the fact that the stag wandered away. Shit. That took a little bit more time than I was expecting it to. Okay, he just came back here. He wanted to hang out with Doe again. So, Mia, can you... No. Okay, so Mia is not high enough to do this. But we can at least bring Doe back, right? No. Yeah, look at that. Because we have Slick Chick. Okay. We can still deal with this. First of all, everybody come here. I want everybody back in a group. Secondly, Mia, talk to Polly. And we're going to say goodbye to Polly now. Go away now.
Damn straight it's time! Time I found another piss cup, because your ears are getting full!
Okay, now, I actually don't quite remember what Polly's superpower was, but can we, like... Because this is more of a conversation thing as opposed to, like, a skill thing. Oh, hold on. Is she not... Did we lose Polly altogether? Polly will never speak to us again? No, look at that. Once you get rid of Polly, Polly's gone forever. Yep, so that's exactly why I quick saved it. So here's the thing. At an absolute worst case scenario, we can come back to some of these areas and collect the pets. There is a compound back at the Ranger HQ where I think that you can like drop off the various animals that you've collected, and then we can give everybody to who they want to be. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to leave Mia with her current pets, and we do still have Stag, so we're going to bring Stag back with us. And I continue to not see, like, a grave site that we might want to look at. I'll probably check the Hoon territory when we get back to Colorado Springs just to look, and maybe underneath the bushes as well. Ko was saying that Mia could get the rabbits who keep the initiative bonus, and the other character, the lower level one... yeah, it feels like... So here's the thing about both Major Tomcat and Polly. They're like story characters that, as far as I know... No, I do know. They are the animal companions that are not bound to some level of animal whisperer. However, I would like to get Drienne a fox, because that would increase Drienne's... Wait, I can't do that though, right? Hold on a second. Have I been rolling around with this? I sure as shit have. Okay, so we'd have to go back up and get the fox. But here's the reason that I want to do it. It's 1 point of Animal Whisperer to get that. That's all we need. Son of a... Okay. We might go back up and do that real quick. So I think it's just going to be a quick run. Yeah, the fox increases your leadership radius by a pretty healthy amount, and although we have maxed out, like basically it's a way to get past the fact that we've already maxed that out, and then Drienne will be able to boost everybody, even if Azric is like a long way away, due to the way that that Azric fights. Nope, that is right. Travel to Summit. I really wasn't thinking of this game as being like a Pokemon simulator, where you like, I choose you, Fox. But hopefully, oh no, Fox is not in this area anymore. Or is this where Rabbit was hanging out? Well, nuts. I don't feel like this is a crisis. There's plenty of foxes and rabbits that we found elsewhere in the world. I didn't realize that they had, like, some pretty good buffs attached to them and that it was only 1 point to get them unlocked. I'm looking for the other side. Like, remember one of these rooms has, like, a back area that you can go up, like, the side of the building? Somewhere? This is the pool area. Nope. Yeah. Here's the backyard area. Whatever we want to call this. This like little mountain path. That's what we're trying to get to. This is where we found Fox and picked him up. And he is gone. Which means that he's either still downstairs. I sort of felt like, based on what Stag did, maybe the animals return to where they came from. But it's not feeling that way. Alright. Yeah, actually down to the lobby. So we want to go all the way to the south. Just right-click here. The characters will find their way for us. So while we're just waiting for them to walk, I will say that my producer and I watched The Craft Legacy. Do not watch The Craft Legacy. I don't think it matters whether or not you watched or enjoyed the original Craft. I'm still trying to sort my thoughts on it, but more than anything else, and this will have to be something that we go into during like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, when there's maybe a little bit more time to like wander and chat about it. My number one takeaway from the Craft Legacy is I'm trying, and I've actually like done Google searches, like I'm trying to figure this out. How did that movie come to be the way that it is? Because I simply refuse to believe that the movie as released is something that anybody involved at any level had signed on to make. That they read, that what we see on the screen represents a script that people showed each other and said, yes, this is a story that we want to spend millions of dollars bringing to life. This is the dialogue that we're going to go with. All of these dangling plot threads that go nowhere and serve absolutely no purpose in the story, that are left entirely unresolved. Yes, this is the way that stories work, and this is what we want to do. It's not the way that this works. And then you go and you like watch cast interviews and stuff that they did for press ahead of the release. And these seem like coherent, excited professionals that care about the product that they're making and are talking about the acting or the writing decisions that they made in bringing these characters to life in a way that would feel true to the story that they wanted to tell. And it's like, okay, so they cared about what they were doing. Either they got hired to do this work, didn't give a shit about it, did some of the worst and most baffling decisions that you could imagine movie makers making, and then decided to lie about it afterwards. I don't think that that's the way that the world works. Or something happened during production, something that was so dire that it simply could not be resolved, and so they had to make a lot of really, really hard decisions about simply cutting 40 minutes out of the movie that gave any sort of context to anything that happens in that movie. And I'm just like curious, what was it? Was it written into his contract that David Duchovny was just like physically not going to move? Did he encounter some sort of severe, possibly debilitating back injury that he couldn't move at all, so he just had to stand there during climactic scenes in the movie? Like, I don't know. I have so many questions about how this movie came to be. Don't watch it. If anything that I've said here makes it sound interesting, like, oh, I've got to see this. No, you super don't. Like, Harmonious Crow. There's an episode of Mad Max. We were just talking about Mad Max. Jab was saying that yes, they are the same people that made Rage 2, the same studio. There's one episode of Mad Max that is given over almost entirely to me recapping and reviewing the Leonardo DiCaprio movie The Island, and that feels like a movie that you can talk about at significant length, because the movie has a lot of things that happen in it, and almost none of them pay heed to what happened previously in the movie, nor are they accurate foreshadows of what is going to happen next in the movie. So it's a large pile of the most and it gets like progressively more absurd the more that you watch, to the point where by the end of it, you start to wonder if you have exited your own body and this is some sort of a weird fever dream that you're happening. That movie is super fucked, and there's an entire episode where I'm just like talking about The Island. Harmonious Crow is asking, why is it called Legacy? There actually is a reason for it. Like, of all the things, that's one of the things that you finish watching The Craft and The Craft Legacy and you're not curious about. You are very curious about the amount of wasted potential there is there, but the title does make sense, and I don't think that I'm in a position right now with the amount of time that we have yet that I'm prepared to like explain what the title means. but it does have an explanation. It really does. Crow is saying, I hate it when that happens, when the movie is just destroyed by the producers and editors. Yeah, there are some dire editing choices made in this movie. Like, one of the things that you've heard me say, I really didn't intend to go into it right now, but one of the things that people have heard me say is that special effects are, like, we're done with that now. We have good special effects. Every movie has good special effects. No, so Force was asking, is it Shutter Island? No, okay, and I'm sorry, it's not the island, it's the beach. I apologize, The Beach. That's the name of the movie, right? The Beach, the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, The Beach. All I can say, I cannot tell you this, but I can say that other people said that they really enjoyed the vehemence with which I laid into the beach. It is listed. If people are genuinely curious, I will look up the episode thing, but I don't necessarily have time codes. It was an entire episode of Mad Max where all I did was recap the beach because, and don't make no mistake, it was gameplay the whole way through. I was still playing the game, but I watched the beach and then I needed to get the beach back out of me. I needed to expel the beach from my body by way of language because it needed to be out of me. I can't do that with the Craft Legacy because where a lot of things happen in the beach, the Craft Legacy is like very few things happen and none of them are interesting and none of them feel like they are adequate follow-ons from the original Craft, nor do they belong inside this movie. So if I were to try to recap the Craft Legacy, it would just be me describing a whole sequence of semi-random scenes that don't connect to one another in any meaningful way, and also easily 3/4 of the cast are never named at any point in the movie. So you've got, if you really wanted to be careful about it, you've got Isaiah, Lily, a character who I'm only 30% sure is named Tyler, and then you've got those other members of the Coven, and you've got Lily's mom and David Duchovny's character, and that's how you have to refer to them, because I have no idea what their names are. I've literally no idea. So we're gonna have to put a pin in this, because if I don't stop here, I will now spend 1 hour talking about all the problems in the Craft Legacy, and instead what we should do is do that during Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because we have plenty of space that we can wander around and just pick up treasures during Valhalla, so we'll have plenty of time to talk about it. Instead, let's hit this and say I am saving over. Yeah, because I'm not going to do anything with those animals. I'm not going to min-max my animal companions too heavily. And this is a great place to call it. At the end of it, though, for real, don't watch the Craft Legacy. It's not like it's gonna be harmful to your psyche or something, but it's very boring. The most interesting thing about the Craft Legacy is how did it get made. I want to find more information on how the Craft Legacy made it from script to production to screen, because something misfired really badly in there, and I just don't know what it is. It could be COVID. It could be COVID, that COVID came along and it interrupted the production, and they were left with a third of their movie just unfilmed, and they had to staple it together in editing. And it's nobody's fault. It's just a thing that happened. And that's fine. I need to know that because this movie shouldn't be the way that it is. The people that made it seem too smart and too experienced to have thought this was a good idea, and then I need to know how did it come to be such a bad idea. So Carolyn had said one of your favorite movies of all times. It was a trip. Harmonious Crow says a waste of time and energy. Got it. I will avoid it. Yeah, it's not even one of those movies that's so bad it's good you can laugh at it. It is baffling, and there are parts of it that are very funny. I didn't finish my thought on special effects. The Craft Legacy has bad special effects. I don't mean they look kind of rough. I mean like sci-fi channel quality special effects. I mean like Nightman special effects. That's what I'm talking about. Like the crudest of green screens, the most stock of Adobe After Effects, like Adobe Lightroom effects. It's how did they do it? Okay, so I will stop there, and what I'm going to do now is we're going to find somebody else fun to raid, and maybe we'll talk a little bit more in depth of the Craft Legacy. I might even put a big spoiler warning on that one, because I really don't feel like people should watch it, and there's nothing interesting enough in it that you should be concerned about spoilers, but just out of respect for people that maybe like me would have looked forward to seeing it and don't want to have it just surprise spoiled, you know, we'll talk about it in a later section. Let's go find somebody fun to raid, and we will be on stream later today, but not, I think, on this channel. I think that we'll be doing a guest spot over at twitch.tv/morethanamiya, as well as McMaster and King Purpose and some others, because we'll be doing some multiplayer streaming a little bit later today. Just one quick thing to do on our way out. Just give me a few seconds. I've been informed in chat that that there's a problem, and we'll just get that taken care of like so. Okay, so now what we'll do is go find somebody fun to raid. Let's head over to... Oh, Centrifugal Force! That's great! Centrifugal Force. Force was just in here asking if it was Shutter Island, but they are, she is online right now. If you are interested for something that is not Jurassic World Evolution 2, yes, it is the sequel, and I am very interested to see that. You could visit Puppery for some more Elden Ring. Min Max Show is doing Just Chatting, that's probably their podcast, and then Patikin is live with some Fall Guys. But Force streams so infrequently, and I look forward to catching her whenever we can, that we will go head over to there. Crow is saying, as I have found, you are very interesting and entertaining. Well, I appreciate that a great deal, Crow. And we are going to hopefully find somebody else that is very interesting and entertaining with Centrifugal Force, doing what I believe is her very first stream ever of Jurassic World Evolution. So let's go say hello to her. I will be sort of like dropping a lurk because I'm actually very hungry. It's time for lunch, but we will see you guys over there. And then again, a little bit later today for some streaming with Mia, McMaster, King Purpose, Mothoth, Sorry BTR, Donk, and some others. Like, it feels like it's going to be a big group of people. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.